We're live.
Yes.
Hi, hey.
What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to uh, episode number three of
Episode
the
3.
episode three of Hot Butter Takes podcast. And this is not your typical episode. This is the 2024 best of special. So welcome.
Yeah,
My name is Joy.
yeah.
And
My name
yeah,
is Julian.
yeah.
Been a while.
It has
Yeah, we
been a
decided to
while.
take a,
Yeah, it's been what, like 2 months?
we took a winter break. We took a
Yeah,
winter break and something kind of got in between. So we had to, well, basically what it comes down to is Brooke had to leave the podcast for mental
yeah,
health reasons.
yeah. So it's just
So
me
she
and
most
Julian
likely,
for now.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
maybe she'll come back,
she
but
might be back.
we can someday, but we'll have to see.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. We're
yeah,
a power duo now, I guess.
we're a power duo
uh,
now.
Hell yeah. So yeah, basically what we're
But
gonna
yeah,
do
what we're gonna be
in this
doing,
episode. Okay,
uh, we're
go for
gonna,
it.
yeah, I'll say it. We got a tier list. We just decided to take a tier list of the 20 highest rated releases on Ranger Music because we both use that and it's a convenient, good list, I think. And we're going to just like talk over them. And when we're done with that, we'll just share our top 10 albums, top 10 songs of the year. And that's how we're just
Yeah,
gonna do it. A bit of a recap of
yeah.
everything that came
I am
out.
very excited to talk about what I listened
Yeah,
to
some
this past year, and
yeah,
also to
very
see
yeah.
what your list is
There's
gonna look
some
like.
really good albums in here, and I'm really glad to be talking about them.
Yeah, let me just say that this year was fucking insane for music. This was a fucking banger year
Yeah,
for
it's a
music.
pretty good year. It's a pretty good year.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I don't know. It may be the best year of the 2020 so far. I can't really
I
say that
I think so
very
for
easily.
sure. There's definitely albums that I think I prefer from other years. Um, but
Though
like this lineup is pretty damn stacked for me.
maybe 2021 was a little better because I think my both of my favorite albums of the 2020s came out that
What are
year.
your
LP
favorites?
of Lying,
LP.
LP of Lying, and Volcanic Bird Enemy. Those both came
Oh
out in
yeah,
2021, I think, and those are
yeah,
great. Those were great albums.
yeah. I think
So
LP
those,
for
but
me is also a top three. I also
yeah,
want to
shit's
shout
great.
out Church by Billy Woods and Messiah Music. That's like one of my favorites. I have it
Yeah,
on
I
vinyl.
think
I fucking love that record.
yeah, a lot of stuff came out.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's a really solid year. A lot of interesting stuff that happened.
for
A lot of good
sure.
albums.
We had probably the biggest beef of the century so far, as well,
Yeah, crazy shit.
in rap. Yeah, fucking
Certainly,
insane.
like I think probably one of the last like great ones we'll see. I don't expect there to be a lot more. Like it's already pretty non-mainstream to be beefing. Like
Yeah.
yeah, this is oh some good music came out of it. Yeah. Yes, we'll just start with number 20. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Let me. You should be able
and
to.
that would be
Oh, whoops. Wait.
Oopsie
Um.
Doopsie. Oopsie Daisy. Give
Um.
me a second. Is there?
Yeah, I don't know why it's. Wait. Okay, hold on. Um.
All right. Technical difficulties, everyone.
Yes,
Oh, we gotta
because
get one of those. We gotta get
obviously.
like a technical difficulty screen, honestly. I think that would be funny to have. Especially if it's like a, okay, never mind. Thought, thought there was a SpongeBob themed one or something, but I'm thinking wrong. Seems goofy, but
I had it all set up. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, there it is. There it is. You should be able to. I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger.
you check.
Okay, you should be able to see the tier list now.
Yeah, I'm checking now too,
Yeah.
for your sake. I am in fact seeing a list albums.
Hell yeah.
And I think I now see them all, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And well, I instantly see the first one to discuss,
Yep.
which would be Rich Ass Haitian by Mac Homie.
By Mac Homie. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this album is pretty good. No?
Yeah. Is this your first Mac Homie album?
Yes, it is indeed.
Well, this was my third time round. I had previously heard Dampmeister and the GAT, or the GET. I don't know
Yeah,
how you
that's
say
it.
it.
That's his most
Both of those albums are, of course, not on streaming. He only has like one edition of them both,
Mm-hmm.
and they go for, what was it, like a couple thousand, I think. But yeah, and I mean, I kind of knew what to expect.
Yeah.
Jazzy, very, very kind of simplistic, but very just simplistic jazz rap beats that kind of loop very, very, I don't know, very organically. I feel like
Yeah.
the beats are very organic in a way, and
Yeah, for sure.
he kind of just he flows over them so well, and
He really does.
captures it so much, and those beats are
Yeah.
so triumphant and so organic again.
Yeah, and the writing was like
I don't
really good as well.
Yeah, it's very memorable. Even, I mean, I don't know all the lyrics because
Yeah.
he copyrights them.
Mm.
He can't find them online. It's always kind of a bummer. But you can kind of usually you get a good idea of what he's trying to say, and
Yeah, for sure.
he's also just very. Even if you don't, his pronunciation and his flow and everything.
Super
it
memorable.
Really makes up for
all
that.
around.
Yeah, it's very memorable. And I don't know what the exact themes of the album are. I assume it's his usual stuff. I think is well, obviously being a Haitian immigrant in Brooklyn. Yeah, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, didn't pick up a lot of it, but
yeah, I've only listened to this album once. I actually listened to it today. Matter of fact.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't fully pay attention to all of it, so this could rank higher, I think, if I were to re-listen to it. But as of right now, I think it's like a high B tier.
Yeah, for me, I listened to it a couple months back, like I think still in 2024, and I haven't really revisited it a lot, but it still kind of sticks in my mind. A lot of the beats are very memorable. It's all super memorable.
Yeah, no, for sure it is.
The features are obviously great. You got Black Thought on Poppy Cold.
Hell yeah.
No, Doctor. That shit was. I don't remember what track that was, but yeah, he occasionally sings in Haitian, I think, and in French. I don't have the most to say really about it, but
no, me neither. But
yeah,
it was just really solid.
It is my least favorite of what I've heard of Mac Homie. I think the Get is just one of the best rap albums ever.
Oh, really?
But yeah, that stuff is just stuff of legends, man. I should definitely even better.
Check it out. But yeah, I was like,
You can very
yeah.
clearly see what he's trying to do with his music, and he's very good at it. And oh god, how do you say that? They could the fuck they can feel very melancholy. No, not melancholy, but how do you say that? The way that the jazz almost just
Mm,
feels this very sad funereal kind of
yeah.
way.
Mm,
It's very gripping. And yeah,
it
I
is. The
think he
production
really
is great all around. His
yeah,
his rapping, his flow is really great.
yeah, stunning. I
Um,
mean, I think the obvious thing here is just he sounds a lot like Billy Woods.
yeah,
I don't know if you
yeah,
picked up. Yeah,
he kind
he
of does.
sounds a
Yeah,
lot like Billy Woods,
yeah.
but I think I prefer him over Billy, to be
Real.
honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. We're not gonna get into this argument.
Then again,
Uh,
on Dumb Meister, he has a track with Billy Woods.
Oh, okay.
Except I don't think Meg Homie actually raps on that. I think he only like sings the chorus or something like that. Probably because the power level of such a track would just
Yeah.
obliterate everything.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought this was really good. It definitely made me want to check out more of his stuff, uh,
yeah.
more of his work. But yeah,
Check
I would
that when
go
he's
like
out
high
on.
B. I don't think I'm quite ready
Yeah,
for A.
I'm going on medium B.
Okay.
I very much liked it. It's not something I will revisit often because I just think he
Mm,
did this better with other albums,
yeah.
and it's also longer than those albums, but he still captures a lot of what makes him great in this stuff. And so for me, medium B tier, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy with that for sure.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
next up, we have the Shoo Shoo.
Juju, 13-inch Frank, I forgot, stiletto bison horn grips,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Very very long title.
Um,
But yeah, this
again,
was
this
this
is,
was fantastic in my opinion.
wow, really?
Yeah, I thought this was really
Oh,
good. I've only heard.
is this your
No, I have heard their most well-known record. I can't exactly
a
remember what it's called.
promise? A
Yes.
promise. Yeah, I heard a promise.
Yeah, I
I've heard a
promise. Yeah.
promise also. And from these two, I've just gathered that I feel like Shushi should be a band that I should love,
Mhm.
but I kind of can't get into them. I thought this was good. I didn't like it as much as a promise, but I don't know. I never can fully get into them, and I kind of wish I could.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It.
in paper, everyone I know that loves this band, loves all the bands that I like, This Heat,
Mm,
Swans, that type of stuff.
yeah.
And they sound like bands I like Throbbing Gristle and stuff.
Yeah.
But in execution, it's something just doesn't grab me. And it's not Jamie's voice. I know that's like usually the thing that turns people off.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at first it was also for me like, what is he doing? With the yeah, that stuff get like, but I kind of got used to that. I just think
That was
their
a good impression.
instrumentation just feels very. I just can't get anything. I can't take anything out of it. It just there's all
Interesting.
these noises, but I never can find myself invested in any of it.
Yeah, for me, I
And
feel quite the opposite. I like this totally gripped me from start to finish. Uh, it's not as great as A Promise, but I thought this was like really fucking cool sounding. Um, and I thought the writing was really quite witty and just fun to go along with. Um, yeah, I thought this was really cool
yeah,
actually. I
yeah,
don't I don't I don't I don't
y-
really have a ton to say, but this is just like straight up my alley.
yeah. For me, I mean, again, I don't hate it. I don't think it's bad or anything. But I kind of found myself doing the same thing I did with A Promise, where after a while I kind of just
Mm,
I was still listening, but I really couldn't absorb it. It just kind of went in and out. some of the instrumentation is interesting, but at the same time, it never. Yeah, again, it doesn't really invest me, and oftentimes I found myself, they start doing something, and I'm like, "Ooh, that sounds kind of nice. It sounds kind of nice,"
Mm.
and then after like a couple seconds, I start thinking, okay, wow, it's picking up, it's picking up. This track's gonna be great, and then I don't know. After like 10 seconds of that, I kind of go, yeah,
I can kind of see
no,
that, but for me personally, I thought it was like, yeah, like a really
no,
interesting trip, really experimental. Um,
yeah. Maybe it's just that this kind of experimental
yeah,
doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, it took me a while to really get into drumming Chris with all those albums where it's all these kind of sounds, and I don't know really how you describe that, but it's like every track feels like something else entirely. It's very loose, very like non-structured. I mean, I guess that's what you're supposed to do with a experimental album.
yeah.
Me when the experimental album is experimental. But yeah, I mean, last time I did check out a couple tracks of A Promise, I did like them more.
Mm.
So I'm hoping that if I ever revisit this album, I will like it more. I and maybe I can see myself doing that, but for now it's kind of just like, yeah. Also, this one felt less industrial. I guess I suppose it's
Yeah,
more psychedelic, more pop esque.
it's definitely more in the psychedelic vein.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more. Yeah, that's the tag, I guess, on richer music, but it's more.
Mm.
It's a lot less in that direction. I don't know. I also don't like that as sound as much as.
Mm-hmm. It's the industrial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So for
But
me,
yeah,
it's
for me,
like
mm,
low, a low B, high C, something like that. I think low. I think high, medium C actually. Yeah.
yeah, I would go uh, high B for this one as well. It's not quite A, but it's definitely in my like runner up for like a top 20 of the year.
Mm.
I thought it was really quite cool and just fun. And there are like quite a few tracks that I've gone back to. Um,
Yeah. I will say what's the track called? Loon. I forgot the name.
uh,
The
yeah, me
third
too.
track, I think.
Um,
Nomadic Loon or something.
yeah, Common Loon. Yeah, that's a great one.
Oh, Common Loon. Yeah, yeah. That I like
Yeah,
that
that's
song.
a
I thought that
fantastic
was my
track.
favorite on the album.
Uh, I think my favorite track was Beneficium, the fifth track. That was my favorite.
Yeah, that seems to be the general consensus, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah. But yeah, that one just totally clicked with me. But yeah, Common Loon, the big single of the album, was fantastic as well. But yeah, I guess the middle ground is like B below the Macomi. That's like the common
Yeah,
ground, I guess. Yeah,
yeah,
I am cool with that.
that, yeah. It's maybe Knife Play will do it for me. Oh, we'll see in the future.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah, this next one,
yeah. The next one
Endlessness.
is which one? What's it again?
Endlessness by Nala Sinafro. I have not heard this one.
Oh, oh, you haven't? I don't
I
have
have
a
not.
lot to say about this one either.
Yeah.
It's sleep. It's sleepy music. I sort of
Okay.
positive because it is like
Mhm.
it is ambient jazz stuff,
Okay.
and yeah, it's kind of um yeah, sleepy music. I listened to it. I was already a little tired. I mean, I could stay awake for it. That wasn't the problem, and I
Mm.
could pay attention to it. I think the first time I heard it, what spiked my interest before, was I heard it once playing a record store, and I thought it sounded really nice. But then it kind of hits you where you actually listen to it. Okay, this is like background score, and it's
Yeah.
really nice background score. It's
Mm-hmm.
the kind of stuff where it's like if you hear it in the background of something, it's like wow, it sounds
Mm-hmm.
really good. I should listen to it on its own and just like pay attention to it. And then you start paying attention to it, and it's like wow, this
Yeah.
becomes really nice through other stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's positive. I have the same thing to say about uh, music for airports. That album is also
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. For sure.
But overall, it's not grabbing in a jazz way. It's not. It's grabbing in an ambient way.
So it's
So in
more of
that
a good
sense,
ambient album than it
it's a
is
it's
like
it's
a
a better
jazz.
it's a better ambient album, better electronic album
Mm-hmm.
than it is a jazz album.
Okay.
For me, it's a what shall I say? Low B,
So
I think.
below the shushu.
No, above the shushu for me at least. It's better than
Okay.
shushu.
Okay.
It's a pretty general, accessible sound. Like I think
Yeah.
even if you do it mediocre, it's
Would
it's
you recommend
generally.
this to me and everyone else?
I would say you should like check it out at least. I
Okay.
think the worst thing that
Cool.
can happen is you just kind of don't vibe with it,
Yeah.
and you just start listening to it in the background
Mm.
again, and that's also what it's very good for. And it feels like every time I say background music, it almost feels insulting to it, but
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I
No,
really do
but it
mean.
doesn't
I
have to be at all.
mostly mean it positively. I mostly mean it positively. It's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
yeah,
there's like albums I love that I can totally just have on in the background. For example,
yeah, just kind of zone out.
yeah, yeah, Godspeed.
Telepath.
For example, I mean, I fucking love Godspeed, but it's like I can totally see myself just like
I could never listen to Godspeed in the background.
no, really,
Like that stuff is like actually I actually have done that once.
yeah,
A
yeah, I
little
done
bit
that
like
before.
that needs to be like the medium length songs, not the lift
Yeah,
your
yeah,
skinny
no,
fist tracks.
no, 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 yeah,
Those are like too damn engaging, or at least
yeah,
too like no, I should not be playing this in the background. I need to pay attention.
mm-hmm, yeah,
Yeah. Check out if you like kind of warm jazz. Um, make a cup of coffee, make a cup of tea with it. Warm
mm-hmm,
tea. Drink it. Listen to the album, and then go to sleep. You'll probably have a good sleep. Yeah.
yeah, that sounds nice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, number
Next,
17, I think,
yeah, No Hands, Joey
is
Valence and Bray.
Joey Vance, and Bray. Yeah, the
um,
guys who made Sicko Bamba,
hell
or
yeah,
what was it called? Sicko Mo Bamba.
yeah.
Uh, I remember like a friend in high school showing me that
Oh
a
really?
couple is it somewhere in like 2020 or something,
Mm,
2021. And the realization that I like looked on their YouTube page while watching the Pekka Punch music video,
mm.
now realizing, wait, they did that? Damn, that hit me with nostalgia, man. Mm,
Yeah, this
that's
album.
awesome.
But yeah, this
It's
album is
it's
really, really
fun,
fun.
yeah. It's fun, yeah. That's the
Yeah,
best description for it. It's super
yeah, it's just
fun.
fun. Yeah.
The
I have
lyric,
definitely gone back to this one like quite a
yeah.
bit
It's like
actually.
all, especially to pick up like the lines and all
Yeah.
the jokes that are running around. What was it again? Back when I was 14, I was sipping Shirley Temple. Now I'm still sipping Shirley Temple. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it really just captures this. The Beastie Boys are the obvious
Oh,
inspiration.
for sure. Yeah.
That very
Yeah, it's
mid,
definitely like a
with all the
summer listen.
with the but with the some mid school hip hop track with just like a modern edge to it,
Mm.
and sometimes it goes very much in the EDM direction. Baddest bitch in this
Yeah.
club,
Oh, I fucking love that
and
song.
yeah,
That's probably my favorite one. I'm gonna be honest.
I say my favorite is still Pack a Punch, which is
Yeah, that's
mostly
fantastic.
because, I mean, the obvious part is Danny Brown, who just kills it
Such
on
a
that
good
track.
feature. Just fantastic feature.
He really matches the freak of
Yeah.
the album.
Yeah, the music video is really fun as well. Have you seen the music video for Pack a Punch?
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
voice like the big puppet. Yeah, stuff's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, there's like lots of like video game references and
Yeah,
shit.
also
It's yeah.
the remix of they did of Baddest Bitch in this club with Yasha Rodaka.
Oh
That
yeah.
one was
Yeah,
that
so
one's
good.
also hard.
So hard.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, those two are
It
definitely
really
like the standouts for me. I don't
those
go
are the
back to
standard
the
tracks.
rest nearly as much as
Yeah,
those two tracks.
it's not as much an album. I would say like a lot of the tracks don't really stand out as much. It's more of a whole piece, where you kind of
Yeah.
just listen to it and get in the jokes and stuff. And
Yeah.
no, I think regardless of if you put on a track that a standout or even just like just a fine track, you're going to get something that's just fun. You're going to enjoy yourself with it.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
really, you could keep saying fun. Take a shot every time I say fun, but
But
that
yeah,
really
no,
is
this is
just the
yeah.
description. That really is just the word
Yeah,
for
that
this
is that
album.
is like my biggest takeaway from this album. It's just how
These
like
guys just
fun and like
woke up
witty
and
it
said,
is. Yeah.
they woke up and just said, "Yeah, we're gonna make a fucking party album," and that's how they
Yeah.
come out with this. And
Yeah,
it's
they would probably
energetic.
go hard live. Is what I will
Yeah,
say. Um
just like the energy. I don't know if you've heard their other tracks, their other stuff,
I have
because I
heard
think
like their most popular
I've only
one,
yeah, Punk
um,
Tactics. That's the
Punk
only one I've heard,
Tactics.
not
Yeah,
from this project, and I think that's actually better than anything on this. But
yeah, I agree.
you
I
know,
agree.
no, it's a kind of album that you just yeah, I don't think anybody can not enjoy it. I think you'll get something
Yeah,
out of
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it might not be the best hip hop album of the
yeah.
year, but
It's
it's
not the
definitely
best,
like a
but it's
really fun
probably the most. It's
experience.
energetic too.
Yeah,
It really gets you just in the mood
just
for
really
just
like
a good
fun, like
time.
nerdcore. Yeah,
Nerdcore, the EDM influences too, just
yeah,
dancey. It really just knows how to keep the energy going.
yeah. Absolutely. I would absolutely slap this in B as well. I
Yeah, I
feel like
slapped this in medium B for
yeah,
me, because
above
I do think it
Shushu.
kind of sizzles out a little for me.
Mm.
Like I don't think it. I say keeps up the energy, but it actually kinda doesn't. It kind of is a little like moment where I'm like, okay, that's what that was. That was it. That's it. But like for the most
Yeah,
part,
I
it
mean,
really
it
does
definitely
keep up.
doesn't
It
always.
keeps
Yeah,
up the
it doesn't
pace.
always like hit, if you know what I
Hit.
mean. But like,
Yeah, it doesn't
uh,
always hit, but for the most part, it does like hit, and when it
yeah,
hits, it can really hit.
yeah, for sure. This is a really fun album that I would definitely revisit. Um, more. Yeah, yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, B,
for me,
medium B.
for me, a medium B,
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
and then we're at
16. Father John
16.
Misty.
Oh, Mashashna,
Mahash Mashana. I haven't heard this one.
Mahash Mashana.
Mahash Mashana. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
have not heard
I
this
was
one.
not
So
going. It was easily the album I was least anticipating for this
yeah,
list,
yeah.
because I hated his other album. My Honey Bear. I don't remember exactly
I
what it's
love you, Honey
called.
Bear.
I love you, Honey Bear. Yeah, I do
I
not
have
like
not
that
heard
album.
that
I
one.
think that
The
it's so boring.
only album I've heard of his is Pure Comedy from
I,
2017.
I
That's the one I've
yeah,
heard.
this I haven't heard that one, but this I don't want to hear his other stuff because that album, My Honey Bear, was just a snooze fest. However, this one was
Yeah,
pretty alright. I think
yeah,
it isn't like still. I wouldn't say it's the most engaging stuff ever, but the big difference for me felt that the instrumentation, even though it's kind of the same stuff, it feels a lot. It comes over a lot better for me. It just, I especially like the opening title track,
Yeah, isn't
which is
that
this.
one? I saw that
It's
that one was like one of the highest rated tracks from 2024 on Rate Your Music.
yeah,
It has like a
it's like top
4.5 rating
1,000
or
all
something.
time.
Insane.
Yeah, I get it. It's just very. I think I've heard the melody before. I don't remember where, like a
Hmm.
Instagram reel or something. Uh, but it keeps going with the melody, and it does the chorus, and it's a simple pop song, but it's very long, and it keeps up the momentum actually.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I was kind of shocked by that. It didn't drag at all,
I have to say it
and
does
I
not
didn't.
look appealing. Like the fucking album cover is really ugly.
Yeah, the album cover's atrocious. Like, what does he think about? But well, it's not still not like Father John Misty doesn't hit the stuff, but it is. I feel like the instrumentation really saves it from him. It feels more natural to what he's doing. It feels.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it feels like an how do you say that? Like, it feels more baroque. Feels more baroque instrumentated,
Hmm.
but it also feels a little more laid back. I don't feel like it hits an emotional high, which is the same way that I felt about Father John Misty, but I feel like this one kind of goes less for one. So it very much finds its groove within the tracks. And the tracks are long, and I can feel the length. Like, I'm going like, damn, these tracks are going on. But I am enjoying myself, and I was very captivated by what it's doing instrumentally. And
What
his
is the
voice
runtime for
is
this album?
50 minutes, which is why I
Oh
was
wow.
least anticipating it. If
Mm.
it was 40 minutes, I probably would have gone like, okay, I'll do it. 50 minutes? God damn. And
Yeah,
then
that's
several of those
fucking
tracks are
crazy.
just long. Not even 50 minutes of like 13 tracks. It's like
Oh
8
my god. Oh my god. Do you want to know how long Pure Comedy is? That album?
now.
It's fucking
No.
74 minutes. That's crazy.
Oh.
I did
You've heard.
not. I have heard it, but I did not remember it being that long.
I'm
Uh,
not listening to that like ever unless you like hold a
no, but no,
gun to
but no,
my
but the
head,
title
honestly.
track, the title, like the opening title track for Pure Comedy, is actually like really good. That's like
Seems
the
like he
one
has a real
song in
knack
his
of making.
discography like I actually like really like. It's actually really good. The songwriting is quite great actually. So
Yeah,
I
I
would I
didn't
would
pay
recommend that
much
one.
attention to the lyrics,
Mm.
but it did pick up some of it, and some of it was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but for the most part, I just do not care for him as a singer-songwriter. I do like him as an pop, yeah, pop artist,
A pop singer, yeah.
folk musician, not a lyricist, not a singer.
Okay.
Well, as a singer, he can do. He gets the job done, and he works with the tracks.
Mm.
But for the most part, I just like it as you know the very baroque instrumentation, and that stuff really hits. And the tracks can sometimes be too long, uh, but it's serviceable, and I can like still enjoy myself. All right enough. Some tracks go into more pop rock track direction,
Okay.
and those are also fine. But again, it's mostly just good because it's like kind of soft, kind of sweet, kind of Aja style. No, Aja, no, that's not the band. Steely Dan is the band. Soft rock like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yacht
Yeah, it's
rock.
not it's not it's
So
not super appealing to me. I didn't exactly love Pure Comedy aside from well the title track. So, but yeah, I might check this one out since you are um uh like
I would
the
definitely, I
Father
would
John Misty hater
definitely
and you didn't hate
urge.
this one.
I would definitely say to check out the title track at least, which is
Okay.
really good. I think the title track is a really good song.
I'll
I mean,
check.
it
I'll
was
check
also
that.
the best track.
I'll check that one out if you listen to Pure Comedy, the title track. Deal.
Sure, we'll do that soon. Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So for me, this would be, I guess, low B tier, but maybe
Oh.
high
Okay.
C
Another
tier. I think
B.
high C tier.
High C.
High
Okay.
C maybe. High C.
Okay.
Charlotte High C.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's listen to the title track for sure. If you
Skip the
like it, I
rest.
guess you can. Yeah, if you love it, I can imagine if you love it, you'll probably like the rest of the album
Mm-hmm.
too. But for me, it's just like title track good, rest of the album is alright.
Okay. Next up,
Yeah.
number
Oh, that's
15.
hashtag 15. Yeah.
Yeah. GNX, baby.
GNX by Kendrick
Let's
Lamar.
fucking go. Actually, a good album.
Yeah, this.
Let's go.
Didn't you like Zuzu?
No, I do. But
No,
this
you
one,
don't.
this
You don't
one is
enjoy it.
fucking
You don't
good.
enjoy-
This is
Yeah. Okay.
this one slaps.
I mean, I don't
This
think
is
we have to go too crazy on it because we already
yeah,
discussed
because
it
we've
in this
already
episode, I think. So
yeah.
we'll just, I guess, we'll keep it short and sweet. I mean, I think the moment this came out was such a fucking hype moment. I just remember it so vividly.
Yeah,
Even
that
though
was
it
like
I mean, it wasn't that long
Yeah.
ago, but still, it's very stuck. It's very good stuck in my mind moment.
yeah,
of
that was
just
definitely one
hopping
of
into
the
the chat and
highlights. Just like talking with a few friends,
yeah, I was
and then
working with my
and then like seeing the fucking like teaser on YouTube, and I was like, holy shit! I saw that like within the first 10 minutes of it dropping, and I was like, holy shit, we're getting an album next year. I thought to myself. Then fucking 10 minutes
and then
later, I
the
started
10
like
minutes later he
yeah
drops that shit. My man
it
is
was fucking
he was
insane.
evil this year. He was evil
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, bro is the boogeyman. Like
He really, yeah. And I think that like goblin evil mode is really what he
yeah, he
just
just fucking
does
sneaks
that
up on
very
you in this like, here you go, here's the album. He's like fucking sinister, like
it's so goofy, y'all.
yeah.
It's
But I fucking
and
love it. I fucking love this era of Kendrick. Honestly, like
yeah,
I'm
like,
so here for it.
I like this, pop. Well, not pop, more. Well, not more. How do you say that?
It's like more mainstream than like
Yeah,
like
more.
it's
No,
like
more
pretty much
rock.
the most mainstream.
Yeah, I guess more pop
uh,
oriented. Yeah, more
yeah,
pop
it's
oriented in
probably
a way.
most like quote unquote mainstream album since Good Kid, Mad City, and maybe even more so than GKMC.
Yeah, I would say
Um,
I still prefer. I think GKMC was really like the best that he's gotten at like combining, his more catchy stuff with the hard hitting thematic concept
yeah, for
stuff.
sure. This
So
is
that's
like yeah,
that's why that's still my favorite of his work by far.
yeah.
But
Mine is
this
T-Pop,
one,
but yeah,
but this one is just very again, like Joey Valence and Brave, really fun. It really just no. Let's
yeah. But this one even more
let's
so. I feel like his vocal performances are like the most funny
yeah,
shit
the
ever.
vocal. So yeah, he's just goes so, and then so many memorable and like funny, goofy.
Yeah, like
But also
basically
just
his feature on that one Baby Keem song is like this entire
I
album
don't.
basically.
Oh, you mean top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the
No,
morning.
not that
You mean
one.
that one?
No, the oh fuck, what's that one called? Family Ties. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard that track, but
Yeah, that's a
I
fantastic.
mean that's really just what this whole album is. It's just the whole like top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the
Yeah,
morning
yeah,
part.
exactly. Yeah.
What they talk about? They talk about nothing.
Mustard.
It's so there's so many moments where you're just like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
it's
the
fun,
fucking
but then
super hot
he's
fire.
again
The super hot fire line as well. It's just
yeah.
fucking amazing.
It's so
Um.
all these memorable moments, but he never like shies away from what makes his stuff great.
Yeah, exactly.
Even
There's plenty of like thematic.
yeah, he's still like clearly taking the style, but he knows what he's doing with it, and he knows how
Yeah.
to like make something out of it. I like dealing with the fame and enjoying the success and being able to, you say that, live luxuriously, live a good life
Yeah,
of
and
what he loves doing,
yeah,
of
for
something
sure.
he loves,
Yeah, this
but
feels
still like
like
kind of introspection of like that life, of how
yeah,
that
this feels
makes him
like his
feel and stuff.
version of like just like a West Coast like mixtape kind of thing.
Yeah,
It
that
just feels like his like love letter to LA that like plenty of other big hip hop artists from like that era and like have like done before.
yeah. I mean, I mentioned on when we discussed it that it
Mm.
was very similar to Monster by Future, and
Yeah,
that it like
yeah,
has the fun party tracks, and then it pops out like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it
Then there's
pulls
the
out a
fucking coding
track that like very
crazy.
much,
Yeah,
yeah, it pulls out a coding craze, it pulls out a throwaway, where it kind of tie, and that's what he does here. He's like able to put these fun tracks into context with
yeah.
other
Because
stuff.
you got shit like Squabble Up, TV Off, and then he just throws in like a Reincarnated and the Hard Part 6 in the mix as well, and it all just like makes sense. It feels
Yeah,
cohesive, which is like um, what really stands out for me. How he can make those like
yeah,
party tracks, but then also these like deep thematic cuts as well, and just make it sound um, um,
yeah.
like good as a project. Yeah, I think this is fantastic. It's like the
For
easiest
me,
A for me.
it's a high B or a low A.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
a
Let's
high
do
A
A.
would be fine.
Yeah,
I think uh, again we said we'd keep it short, and now we're just talked about it probably for
yeah,
the same
yeah,
length.
yeah, yeah. It's because it's Kendrick, you know.
But it's a fun album to talk about.
It is, yeah.
I kept listening to it,
Like the
and
rollout was the most like memorable shit
bonker
ever.
shit. I was
Yeah.
working with my dad the whole day. I come back, and there's a teaser for fucking
Yeah.
Kendrick. And then 10 minutes later, I look back and it's just like, hey, okay, they're not the fucking. You guys were halfway through listening to it or something.
Yeah, yeah, I
Like
know.
you were
Yeah.
on the third track, and I was like, oh, what? And like all the talk, when it dropped
Mm.
around like, how there was gonna be a second album and all that. Well, that didn't go through apparently.
Yeah.
That's still funny to me. It really does feel like a very big album, and I'm glad we get to talk about it again instead of a
Yeah,
day
for sure.
after,
Yeah.
because it really puts everything into perspective. I think of
It's
what
his
it's.
first like um non like super thematic and like what's the word um
Conceptual
yeah concept yeah yeah
icons. Yeah,
yeah
concept
yeah
album.
exactly. It's his first like non-conceptual album, and I feel like it's fucking like fantastic.
Yeah,
He's just like the best at what he's doing right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me a low A, I think, and for you a high A, so medium
Yes.
A, I guess. Is there anyone in chat right now? I really
No.
haven't checked actually.
No, it is a desert right
Talking
now.
to the lonely, talking to a bunch of tumbleweeds. Yeah, some will come in. It doesn't matter. I'll
Yeah.
upload it. So yeah, number 14. Number
The
14.
vampire. Oh my god. Only God was above us. Vampire Weekend. Um.
All right.
Yeah. This was like my first. So like this dropped in April, so it's pretty early in the year, and back when this released, it was like possibly my favorite release of 2024. They surprised me in a whole lot of ways, because I hadn't really listened to any like full projects from Vampire Weekend, but I had heard tracks, and it's usually not my like sort of thing, but this album just like it was like this feels like the magnum opus to me, just like straight
All
up.
right. That's
This feels like
very
everything.
interesting.
Yeah,
Here's what I
this
have
feels
to
like
say about it.
everything they were like leading up to. This is like the album that they were like supposed to make.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Counter argument.
No,
This shit
No,
was so fucking
stop.
boring. Oh god, this
No,
shit was so fucking
no,
boring.
no! It is not. What are you talking about? What about classical? What
So
about Capricorn? Come on.
the only track that I thought was like great
Mm-hmm.
was I forget the name real quick. I think it was the fourth track on the album.
Connect?
No, not Connect, so it's not the third track in that case.
Capricorn?
Not Capricorn, it was um
Prep School Gangsters?
Prep School Gangsters, that's the one.
Okay.
I like that one. That was my favorite track. I like the more indie rock stuff. I
Yeah.
also thought that was why Gen X Cops. Gen X Cops, yeah?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was.
Gen X
Yeah,
Cops, yeah.
Gen X Cop was my second favorite.
Damn, okay. Those are
Yeah,
like some of my
I like
like
the more
least favorite tracks.
I like the more guitar-oriented track. I thought
Mm-hmm.
the production just kind of gave it no punch. For the rest, I thought the
Really?
classical instrumentation, then the more chamber baroque
Yeah, I
instrumentation
fucking
did
love
nothing
that.
for me. It did not capture me, and I can like that stuff. I mean, my favorite pop album is basically also very classical, very baroque, but this
Yeah.
one just nope. It
Yeah,
was
it felt so like lush to me, like the entire thing. It felt so like yeah, like soft, but in like the best possible way for me. Um,
I do see why someone would like it.
yeah, I thought it was
Like
fantastic,
if
honestly,
you
and like
like this kind of stuff, I
mm,
imagine this would like be really capturing. But for me, it kind of
yeah,
is. Again,
yeah,
I
like
found myself very
and the
bored.
writing I think is some of the most like reflective of like this current era that I feel like any album this year or last year I guess has captured.
I'll be telling you,
It's
I
like
have
super
one
introspective.
album. Only one album really like had like lyrical content that deeply gripped me this year.
Okay.
Actually, two, and I'll get into those
Yeah,
later.
I think I know which ones you are referring to. Um,
Maybe,
but yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, this for me this was a medium C tier or
I would
low
go
C.
A. I would go A. So I guess we're
Well then,
landing in B then.
B, yeah, I guess in B. And then we're at 13, I think.
Yes, number 13. Also an album that I listened to today. Cool
Oh,
World
Chet
by
Pile.
Chatpile. Yeah.
Yeah, Chet Pile. Okay, this was my first Chet Pile. I had not heard the first
Yeah, this is
one.
also my first.
And I did know that our
I
ex-member
mean,
now,
it was
Brooke,
alright, like.
fucking hates that album. I can tell you the first Chet Pile album is like her number one op.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Hates
Oh.
that shit. And I kind of like never checked it out, and that was I know some friends who liked it, and yeah, some others who didn't. So I'm kind of like, but now I checked out, and honestly, I like it. I think it's really
Yeah.
fun. I think it's a good album. It reminded me of a lot of stuff I like, and
Mm-hmm.
it really captured that stuff, and you can tell the influence. It's very blatantly, a lot of Big Black, a lot of early Swans, a lot
Yeah.
of uh, I Hate God, a lot of
Yeah,
a lot of sludge, a lot of
I can see that, and you know, I can respect this, like, you know, taking influence from those bands. But for me, this does next to nothing for me. Um,
it doesn't always keep up the energy for me. I can understand why if someone wouldn't,
mm,
get into this at first, they would not like it at all. But it, yeah, I like this sound a lot. I like early Swans. I like Big Black. That's one of my
yeah, me too.
Atomizer,
Yeah.
one of my favorite albums of all time. And I like that I like how metallic it sounds. I like how filthy and
Yeah, but
it
this just
really.
doesn't have the punch. This doesn't have the sauce of like early
I
Swans.
think this. I mean, no, it does not, or at least it doesn't have the punch of Cop.
Yeah, I think
um,
I
or
think for
public
me, I'm
castration.
just like,
It is better than Holy Money though. It's better than Holy Money or Creed.
mm, mm,
There's no way they actually think this is worse than Holy Money or
I
Creed.
don't know,
I
but
actually got
like I
like
don't know.
I recently picked up Filth on vinyl actually.
Oh fuck
I
yeah,
got that like
fire.
I got that lying in my house right now, looking at the teeth. It's awesome. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
like
don't
this
know. I feel
kind of
like I'm just
sound.
like, yeah. I mean, it's all right. Like, but
I'm pretty sure they
I feel like I've heard this sort of stuff before, like
I
10 times
definitely have
better.
heard this stuff before. They're
Um,
not pulling
yeah.
this.
So
You're
it
not
just doesn't do
pulling
it much for
anything
me.
original. This is not a
No,
very original album, and I can
no,
totally
and I
get that.
also just
But it does
no.
deliver on the sound.
I just didn't find
I
anything
think
to really connect to.
I feel like they
It's just like
matured.
it felt so distant for me in a way. I just didn't have anything to like grab onto, and that was kind of bugs me about this. Um,
It does like fall into a lot of the pit holes that like can make this kind of
yeah,
style of noise, industrial noise, sludgy rock, annoying in that it just doesn't know where to take itself, so it just kind of becomes very repetitive. You know,
yeah. That's
it
the
took
main thing
from
for me.
Adam.
It feels like a lot of
It
it
took
feels very
from
samey.
it is very same. It
Yeah,
again. It took from it takes sounds from Filth and Atomizer, but doesn't know what makes any of those two albums like
yeah,
stand out as
exactly.
much other
Yeah,
than the
I feel like
sound.
if
But
this
it
was
does
like a
know.
20-minute EP, I feel like I would kind of warm up to it a bit more. But it being like a 43 minutes like project, I don't know. I just couldn't really get into it at all.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean it becomes kind of repetitive from time to time, but I do feel like the guitar work from it can also be really captivating, and
mm,
I was generally engaged, and I wasn't going, God, let this end, God, let this end. At most, I would be like, oh, there's another track.
yeah, I definitely didn't dislike it, but I was yeah, like at a certain point I was kind of just like, okay, get it over with, like this,
Yeah,
yeah, no.
I do
Like
feel
for me,
like they
this is like a
become a
C for
lot.
me. C,
I feel
let's
like
put it in C for chat pile.
for me, low B. I think they did mature a bit from like
Hmm.
what I've heard of the other tracks, because this
Yeah,
one is pretty damn serious.
yeah,
Like it's no track where you get turned into a Arby's hamburger, which I think they got on
yeah.
one of the all the EPs,
Hmm.
and ending the album with a track called "Grimace Smoking Weed.jpg."
Oh my god.
Yeah, they definitely. I'm excited to see what they can do, because I feel like they at
Yeah.
least have the sauce to know what
Hmm.
they can do to make the best sauce.
Would you be fine with going like C above John Misty?
Yeah, that's good. I like this more than John Mayer. I actually think it's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, there is better sludge. There's people who've done this better, but they don't do it badly, and they do have a lot of stuff that can at least make it very entertaining. Yeah,
Okay. So next up, number 12.
I don't know which one this is.
It's cutting the throat of God.
Ah, Ulcerate.
Ulcerate.
Now we're talking.
Now we are talking.
Okay,
This album
yeah.
is so good.
This
This
album is
album
a
is amazing.
whole different beast. I
It
mean,
is it is fantastic. I
holy
actually showed this to my dad
fuck.
like just a few weeks ago.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I put him onto Ulcerate, and
those.
he is a fan.
This is
Um,
my second go around with Ulcerate. I heard the Destroyers of All a
mhm.
couple in somewhere in like November or September, and I jammed that one pretty often, and I just love the atmosphere these guys put up.
It is.
This stuff sounds hellish. This stuff sounds like
Yeah,
hell on earth, and all these tracks just move in such a way that just feels very cohesive, and it creates like almost like an album's worth of build up in these singular tracks. They feel so
yeah, yeah,
satisfying.
yeah, for sure. And it does so without feeling repetitive.
Yeah,
It does so without feeling like
the guitar work is
yeah,
so fascinating. I mean, it's it is you can tell the big influence is, of course, Obscura by Gorguts. This band is
yes,
basically it is I mean, all dissonant death metal basically goes back to that album, and this one is that, but it very much knows pick other genres that kind of fit in with it, and you can, because this one takes also heavily from post metal, a lot heavy Neurosis influence, and that really makes this so special than just another dissonant death metal album for me.
Yeah.
Because both those genres work in that you don't necessarily need a good riff, you just need good guitar. I don't need a
Yes.
great riff. It just needs to sound like a clusterfuck, like it's just and but they still like it's good riffs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, but at the same time that they use
They
that
aren't like the main
atmospheric.
draw, but like they're definitely there.
Yeah, it's the way they are very dissonant, of course, and they're um very disorienting, and they go everywhere, but they still create that heavy atmosphere that you're supposed to get from them.
Yeah, the atmosphere is like the main thing for me. It's just like
Yeah,
it's so captivating. It's an
and
hour
then they go into the
long,
slow
but it
section, and
it never gets boring.
they go into the slow section, or they
Yeah.
just the vocals are so gnarly. And the drumming, man. I mean, they do kind of go less overtly gore obscura drumming. Destroys of all just basically as the guy tapping that hi hat like his life depends on it. They do
Yeah.
that last year, but it's super good, especially when they go into like blast beats on some of the tracks.
Oh yeah.
I
Oof.
think on the See Death Once More, at the third
The
three
fifth
minute
track.
mark, they just like start playing that. I mean, yeah, the riff, I guess, on that main track is just
Yeah.
it's just been sitting in my head all day, just
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. It is
I love
super
this
good.
stuff.
I've only listened to it once in full. But I have definitely gone back to like the opening track, for example. It's just so
Yeah,
good.
to Flow for Ashen Hearts, that's my favorite track, but
Yeah,
also
yeah,
like the
yeah, yeah. That's
ending
my
track.
favorite as well. Yeah,
It's kind of hard
yeah,
to pick because it's these guys just absorb you so well. It's
yeah, yeah. No,
like
for sure.
you start the first track and you kind of have to at first get used. I do think it is the kind of band that you need to get used to what they're doing at first in an album. But when you get into it, it's just you kind of reach this zen.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
flows over you, and it's just
yeah.
takes you
It
in.
feels like an experience. It feels like a whole
It
experience.
really is like they're just
It
dragging you
feels like a
down into
movie.
this
Like
abyss.
honestly, yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of death metal like Ulcerate. And I love
It is so
death
good.
metal, but
I should definitely check out some of the earlier stuff. This
yeah,
is my first Ulcerate.
I should check out Everything's Fire. For me, this
Yeah,
was easily one of the best albums of the year, and I'm so
hell yeah.
glad I listened to this. And I
It's definitely a runner up for my top 10. It's not quite there, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely one of the more memorable experiences I've had with an album this year.
yeah,
And I could see it like yeah, I could only see it
yeah,
growing on me, honestly,
yeah,
on a re-listen.
yeah. Same
This
happened
is
for
like
me
a
with
low A for me.
the music really only gets better the more you
Yeah,
listen and the more you just capture the riffs, what they're doing, and all the
for sure. And
guitar work and
also the fucking title is probably the hardest
yeah, shit's
album
so
title.
cold for real.
It's so hard, bro.
It reminds me of the What's Manu cover
Mhm.
of his like self-titled, where he has like
Yeah.
this head yeah, that's what it
Mm.
reminds. And also the track
Yeah,
titles, to
oof.
flow through
Yeah.
ashen hearts, to see death once more. Hollow Dawn of Hollow, the Hollow of Dawn. I don't.
The Dawn is
Further
hollow.
opening the dawn is hollow. That's what it was. Further opening the wounds.
Transfiguration
Invite
in and out of
friends.
worlds? Are you serious?
Shit's
Like
so hard.
shit's
It really just
stupid.
yeah. It's like dumb fucking hard.
It's so good.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah, it's
Damon
an
League
A.
levels. Damon League level. Title. For me, this is a high A. I love this. I love
I would
this.
I would not put it above GNX.
For me, this is easily above GNX. Not even close. This beat.
I mean, we can
This.
I mean, we can sort of go back like later and just like, but I put it like besides DNX for now.
All right, that's
And we
fine.
can see,
I
yeah.
get it. All right, 11, I think.
Yes, Lives Outgrown by Beth Gibbons of Portishead fame.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Um,
Second time around with Portishead, with Beth Gibbons, I guess. I haven't heard her debut, but I have heard Dummy, and that
yeah,
is
so good.
yeah. What's there left to say about Dummy?
I mean, it is, it is,
You
it
know,
is, it is one of the goats.
it is one of the greatest. It is so good.
But yeah,
And I was going in with high expectations, and I don't know. This is a weird album for me.
really,
But
really,
I like it. I like it.
I thought it was really
But I
good.
cannot.
I thought it was really good.
But
It's definitely
I
it
look at it.
it definitely doesn't hold that high throughout the entire album. I wouldn't say, but like fucking "Floating in a Moment" is one of the best songs of the year.
I don't get. I don't get.
Like
Yeah,
there are highlights on this that are like just like oh
I.
like her fucking vocal performances on this are just like
I mean, as a vocalist,
stupid
she's still
good.
good. I mean, that's to be
Oh,
expected out of
she's one
vocals
of
are
the
good.
best. Like I have said this like even I mean Dummy obviously, but like even like she probably had like my favorite feature on Kendrick's album, Mr.
Yeah,
Morale and Big
Mother I
Steppers.
Sober.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
was
haven't heard that track.
yeah, yeah, that track is superb. But
I haven't heard it, but I get what you mean. Yeah, and I feel like I like. I guess I like it, but I can't, and I
mm,
think everything on here is good, but not. There's nothing here where I go like, oh yeah, that's particularly great. It all just kind
I
of.
cannot wait to see her live this August. I'm so
But you
excited.
have tickets to see her live?
Yes, so there's this like the biggest music festival in Sweden, way out west. She's gonna be playing way west in Gothenburg this summer,
I
which is really
see.
cool.
That's cool. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
playing here a festival here at Massive Attack and
Mhm.
Peggy,
Oh, fuck yeah. But yeah, dude.
but I'm not going to that.
The fucking dude, it's stacked. The festival. Fucking Charlie
I
XCX is gonna
think
be
Joey.
there.
I think I want to say
Charlie,
Joey.
Chapel Roan,
Damn,
Mackie. It's fucking stacked.
Maggie,
Yeah, Mackie.
Maggie. Oh, Nicki Minaj. What you mean?
No, Mackie.
Or wait, Maggie?
Yeah, Mackie. MKG. Or however you want to
Okay.
pronounce it.
Wait. Sorry. Wait. I don't know who this is. I'm so.
Wait,
Am I
really?
stupid?
Really?
Am I stupid? Wait.
The new album was really
Wait.
good.
How do you spell it? How do you say it?
MK. MK.
A
GEE. McG.
McG.
How have you not heard of
Wait.
McG,
M
dude?
MKGE. MKGE.
Yeah, MKGEE.
I have no idea who this
Wait,
is.
really? Wait.
I do not know who this is. I'm sorry. I do not know who this is.
He's like quite popular, but okay. Well,
I mean, I sometimes
you should check out his newest album. It's actually really good.
I
It's
will
actually like a
definitely
runner-up
keep
for
that
me.
in mind and
Yeah.
never listen to it.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
Again, Gibbons. I like everything on his album, just nothing like. I cannot. I kind of try to grab onto it and just kind of go, I do like how like sinister it can sound, very the opening like guitar on the opening track.
Oh, also by the
Or
way,
the
Iggy
lyrics.
Pop is gonna be there.
Ooh, yeah, Iggy Pop is also going to be at that festival actually.
Queens of the Stone Age as well.
Yeah, shit.
That's stacked, bro.
Pretty sure it's
The lineup is
very
stacked.
similar. Pretty sure
Really?
it's a very similar affair to the one in
Fontaine's
my.
DC as well.
I mean, I'm not going to it, but like, I'm not going to it or anything, but like,
Okay.
I do know what you mean. Or am I looking at the wrong one right now? I'm Pretty sure I'm looking at the wrong one right now. Because, I mean, oh wow. I got distracted by I tried looking it up, but it was all coming to that one. I found the other one where Magdalena Bay,
Oh hell yeah.
Wil Wilco and Deftones are playing. That's also pretty awesome. I mean, I'm not going to it again. But yeah,
But yeah, I mean, this has
it's
like, I mean, like Floating in a Moment and Beyond the Sun are some of my favorite tracks of the year. Um,
for me, again, I just never get. I think her voice is better suited for the electronic stuff, for the trip
mhm.
hop, for that very moody, and this one feels moody in a different way. Uh,
Yeah, I
I don't know.
have
I don't.
not really revisited the whole thing in a while.
I didn't even
But
like try to compare it to Dummy in my mind.
mm.
Like I tried to listen
Yeah,
to
because
Dummy's
I feel
album, and
like
I
that's
think
like unfair straight up. Like you can't really like you can't make another dummy.
yeah, no.
Like that's
And
like
I
that's crazy.
didn't really compare it, but like
Mm.
I just feel like she doesn't accomplish with this what she has accomplished in the past that made her stuff so stand out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
to
wish
me,
I
she
liked
proves
it
once
more.
again why she's like one of the best um, female vocalists
Like
of our time. And like to
I mean,
me, she just
I've no
like
notes on
this
her
whole album is just
vocals.
like a
Like those are
flex
great.
for me. Um,
I have no I have no notes on her vocals. Those are just
mhm,
like great as always.
yeah,
I don't know. Sometimes it does kind of capture the intimate vibe you would want from this.
yeah,
That very yeah,
yeah.
very
And like the
small,
songwriting is
very.
like really beautiful all around.
Some of the
Um,
lyricism did catch my eye.
it is really good.
Um, there were a couple lines that really stood out, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, like that's how I feel about it. I like to think I liked it. Maybe I should re-listen to it, but for the most part, I think it's just good. I think it's all right.
So you don't go high
Maybe
B?
it'll grow. I'm not gonna go high B. I'm gonna go
Really?
low. I'm gonna go low B. I think. Yeah, low B.
Okay, I would definitely go higher than that. I'm thinking high B, low A. Um, so above Joey Valence.
Yeah, I do like it. I think I like it more than Joey Valence.
Okay.
If just because I think it'll
Do you like
grow
it
more.
more than the Endlessness album?
Yeah, yeah. This
Okay.
one, like, I do want to re-listen to this because I do see like a great album in this. Just one that I didn't
Yeah, I think
fully
it's
get.
great. Yeah.
get. And that's how
Okay,
I
we
kind of
are.
feel. I wish I liked it more. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, we are
we're
officially in the
halfway.
top 10.
All right.
Bright Future, Adrian Lenker.
Arian Lanker. All right, this is an interesting one.
I love this album. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think this is
I
fantastic.
thought it was good. I thought it was good. It
Yeah.
is not my kind of music,
Okay.
frankly.
Interesting.
Um, I
I
don't
mean, I loved her
get
previous stuff.
much.
Like, I fucking like. I'm a huge Big Thief fan. And to me, this just proves why she's the goat. Like, I think some of
I,
I think Sadness of a Gift, for example, is some of her best work to date. Um,
well, my
I think
favorite
that
track
song
on
is
this,
amazing.
I do like that track, and I also like my favorite track is Vampire Empire.
Yeah, it is a fantastic rendition. Did you hear the original Big Thief single?
No, no, I did not. I have
No,
not. I've
really.
only heard Dragon. Is it on Dragon New War Mountain?
Yeah.
Oh, then I have heard it actually. I can vaguely remember it. Again, I did like it on the. I think that.
Oh, sorry. No, that track is just like a single. It's not on a
Okay,
project.
never mind
But it's
then.
fucking fantastic.
I mean, it does
It is
remind
in my
it
opinion the
remind
better version. Vampire
it did
Empire.
remind me of it did
Yeah.
remind me of Big Thief, that track, and I like. Dragon New
Yeah,
World
but it's just less orchestral. It's just like, yeah,
more intimate, yeah, more small,
more intimate. Yeah, yeah. It's not. It's it's not as grandiose.
yeah.
Which to
I
me,
think
it's
I
just
like
it's still a really good track, but it doesn't um it doesn't work better in my opinion than the original. But yeah, it's still a great track. Sadness as a Gift is like the clear standout for me. Fool is also great. Um, Evil is one I don't see a lot of people talk about, but that one I feel is
Evil. I found the
lyrically
lyricism kind of
fantastic.
goofy.
Really?
Evil, I kind of yeah, I found the lyrics kind of goofy on that song.
I can kind of see that in like the Closer, Ruined. That one feels kind of cliche to me. Um,
Oh, I didn't. I did like Runes. I mean, again, I like most of the songs here.
mm,
It's not just I'm just not crazy about this kind of like very intimate folk music.
really? Oh, I
Sometimes I
think
do
this album
like
is
it.
great. Hmm.
I mean, I prefer like stuff like either more orchestral oriented or just like I don't know.
Like to me, this is this
I
is
can
this is
like
this is
it.
the standout singer songwriter album of the year for me.
It's kind of weird.
Um,
It's kind of weird. I sometimes enjoy it, sometimes I don't, and
mm.
this one kind of falls right in the middle.
So you're kind of
Where I
lukewarm on
can,
it then?
yeah, I'm kind of lukewarm on it. I can understand why people like it.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's
and
fantastic.
I can only say it's like good, just not really my thing. That's like the best way I can describe it. I gave it a 6, I think, which I stand by.
Really? Wow. Yeah, for me it's like an 8 to an 8.5.
Yeah, I'd say
I think it's great.
again, low B, high C.
Whoa, okay. Are we putting it above Vampire Weekend?
For me, it is. For you, I don't
Shushu?
know. I think I don't know. I think I like it more than Juju.
Okay, we can put it right below True Valence and Bray.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
like it as much as Joey Valence.
okay.
That one was really entertaining.
Yeah, again, I have to preface, I would personally put this way higher, but it's the way it is, I guess. Okay, do you
Yeah,
want to move on, or do you have anything else to say
I
about Eddie and
think I
Lincoln?
don't have much to say. Again, I think Dragon New World Mountain is a good album. I like this one less.
That one is definitely better.
Yeah, I just like that kind of alt country better
Mm.
rather than full on folk. But
I
yeah,
mean,
you
yeah,
know,
this is definitely like
I
more
see.
intimate than any Big Thief.
I'll just
Uh,
leave it at it's not
yeah.
my thing. I'll leave it at
Okay.
that. That's the best way to put it. So, number 9,
Peggy.
JPEG Mafia. I lay down my life for you.
Let's fucking
So,
go.
how was the Stockholm concert, Joy?
Fuck man. Fuck man. I'm still getting over it. I'm still getting over it.
Huffing the copium. Huffing the copium.
Oh my god. Yeah. Fuck you,
How does it
Peggy.
feel that I don't? How does it feel to know that I do not share your show? I mean, no, fuck you, Peggy. I mean, I get the situation for it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
That feels
should have
kind
done it.
of
I
yeah.
get it. It's
Yeah.
kind of
No.
shitty.
I get
Like,
it, but yeah. But
you
yeah.
have to wait so long.
Yeah,
and it
I'm
didn't
gonna have to
affect
wait till
me.
fucking June. Like that's crazy. Like why couldn't you just like fit it in between like or like after
days.
some of the other
2
Europe
days.
to
2
oh my god.
days. 2 days.
Yeah, I
2
saw some of
days.
the
2
I saw some
days.
okay fuck you okay shut up shut the fuck up.
Did you see what happened to Did you see what happened in Berlin?
Yeah, the fucking pepper spray thing, Jesus.
Yeah, they pepper spray or tear gas.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah,
that fucking
it was
sucks, man.
yeah. I read that like 6 people were like hospitalized. Like Jesus,
Yeah.
like
And also, I
holy
have to
shit.
like pay attention to his Twitter right now because he's like dropping, the deluxe
Yeah.
of this album. Which, by the way, I will add, that seems kind of hype. Because,
Yeah, weren't you gonna do like 13 bonus tracks or something?
yeah, 13.
That's
So
crazy.
maybe the album will get even better. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
already
yeah.
discussing it.
I thought Protect the Cross was like a really good single.
Yeah,
I know
it's also really
I've
funny.
seen a lot of people like been kind of mixed on it. But for me, I thought,
Yeah, I
you
mean
know, I
this
thought it
new
was
era.
like,
I think I feel like this new stuff is more controversial, and I do get
yeah.
it. I mean, I know a lot of people have like been getting issues with his mixing since Scaring the Host.
Mm.
To me, it doesn't impact me much, but I can kind of see what some people are getting at.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who thinks that LP is by far and away his best project,
It is his best work so far.
yeah, yeah. So like, I can see why some people would be disappointed in his new sound. But for me
But I
personally, I just see it
this
as like a new era,
yeah, and I
and
think this sound
I
is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, I
I
agree. I think
really like this new sound. I think it's
like at
so hype.
first it's just kind of like, like as someone who's been into Peggy for like so long, when I first heard this the night it dropped, I was kind of taken aback at first of how like
Yeah,
different
that
it
was the thing
sounded.
for me. That was the thing for me. I was not expecting to listen to this on opening night.
Mm,
I wanted to check out like one or two tracks, and I ended up
mm,
just listening to the
yeah,
whole thing.
yeah, I did as well. And
It
for
was
me,
really captivating.
It gets better with every single listen.
Yeah, it's just every track, and it's already so ingrained into my mind already. Just all those choruses and all the little
I
guitar
think
riffs.
this is some of his most impressive
I wouldn't say it's
sampling
his
to
most
date.
impressive. Yeah, I mean,
Like in terms of sampling, I think this is probably his best.
some of his
Um,
samples are so
are
fucking
fucking
good, but
insane. Like
mostly,
the fucking Fortnite one in the opening track.
oh yeah, he samples. I mean, all the guitar. Some of it's by
Yeah,
him, and I think some of it's sampled, and all of it is so. I think it's not his best. It may not be his most cohesive. It may
no,
not be like there are songs with better production, even better albums with better production. But this one is so hype. This is
it
really
is.
a hype album. All the riffs, and it's so, it really just drags you into that energy of just, you know, I think the Vince Staples verse kind of sells it really like that.
Yeah,
That's how the album feels,
yeah.
you know,
And I also love how like
stuff
every
like that.
single track sounds different as well.
Yeah, and just the
Because like it's
chorus is
Dark and Hell is
so
hot,
infectious.
and either
But
Honor of the Drags, for example, they couldn't sound more different.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the first track to really dig into because it is by far for me the best track on the album. Either
Either
Honor
Honor
of
of
the
the Drags, I
Drugs.
agree. I agree. I agree. It is the best track.
I mean,
Um,
wild ass sample, of
I
course.
can see why it has become like a TikTok hit, kind of. Uh,
Yeah, it's. I mean, you're probably familiar with the sample of it right now, are you?
yes, yes, it is a fucking
The yeah, the AI
AI
future
blues,
song.
like 70s blues AI cover of the fucking Future song, which is
It's so
fucking
funny,
insane.
and it to me, right?
It had like by the time the album dropped, that video of that AI song had like 10K views or something. So it's just like
It's yeah, it really just shows his wildly creative
yeah,
sampling, and just it really does highlight everything he's already done before. But he's able to give a new touch, new sound to the more rock edge
yeah,
in these new. Also, some reggae influence on ex-military
yeah, yeah.
stuff like
Also
that.
the fucking Wu Tang sample on that is crazy.
And again, I don't think this one has as much memorable lines as other projects. Like
Yeah,
I don't find myself wanting to
yeah, but it still has some that were
yeah, I
like
like
the whole Denzel Curry feature is just
making
like
grown men
yeah,
emotional
oh yeah,
since 2008 at
at
least.
least. That yeah, that's
That
probably
shit
my
is so
favorite one.
funny. I mean,
Um,
it does have less of that. I mean, especially compared to Scaring the Host, but that's also because that has Danny, and he's funny as shit.
yeah, it also
But
doesn't like it's also not as edgy as something like Veteran
yeah, it does feel.
either.
It sometimes can feel kind of introspective and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, especially on like the last three tracks.
He really
from either
brings
owner
in
of
new
the
ideas.
drugs to the
It really does feel like a logical conclusion while staying to what he has been trying to do, what
yeah.
he has been doing throughout his career, and I think that's super admirable. And I think that makes this like really a worthy new project. And it's fucking crazy how fast he's been doing all this stuff. Honestly, like, how long was? I mean, Scaring the Host had just been out for like a year and a half or something when he dropped this. It's
Yeah, not even
It was
that,
so
I don't think.
prolific,
Yeah. Yeah, not even a year,
and
I
then
don't
he's just
think.
no, I think it was a year, and we're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
now already a bonus track album.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
what is this man on? It's so wild to see, and
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is
it
probably up there with Scaring the
project
Host. I
every
probably,
project just makes me
yeah.
feel like, damn, what's Peggy gonna do with the next one? Where's she gonna
Yeah, because
take it?
like, yeah, because I can see like some people would be turned off by this new sound, and for people who were expecting like an LP too. Um, but like for me, I'm just here to like see what the fuck this man is doing because no one does it like Peggy.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, when it just really just consistent, just
yeah,
so innovative, and it really made and like the fact he's kind of like actually become more famous and stuff
yeah,
with this, well, still, like, let's be real, not really having I mean, sure, it's not as experimental as like a Veteran
no,
or a
no, not
my
at
All
all.
My Heroes Are Cornballs, but to be honest, I think that's for the better. I don't think I like
Yeah,
as much as All My Heroes Are Cornballs.
I definitely
LP.
like for me, Cornballs is probably my least favorite in his like discog.
It's my I don't know. It's around for me. Cornballs is around the I lay down my life for you. Scare in the Hose and the Ghost Pop tape too, and
Yeah.
LP are ahead, but and but it's better than Veteran.
No, it's not better than Veteran.
It's better than Veteran.
No,
Uh,
no, no, no. I Lay Down My Life for You is not
it's
better than Veteran. There's no shot. No.
very. I mean, I don't feel like that one was kind of too long. Kind of it's like tracks where I'm just going like, okay, what are you doing here? It starts fillering. First couple tracks are like amazing, and it's very. I mean, again, it has more memorable lines. Again, this
Yeah.
album doesn't feel as memorable in terms of like the lines and writing and stuff, but it does feel very hype. It feels very innovative, and it really does feel like a new progression in this discography, and I love it. I love, and in 2 days, 2 days,
Okay. Okay. Enough.
2 days, we're gonna be seeing. So hyped. Yeah. Shout out Peggy, and I can't wait to see what he does next. Just high
Yeah.
A for me.
Yeah.
Medium A
I think.
actually.
I think.
Medium
I think
A.
for me, this is probably maybe the best album so far that we've discussed.
Um, I won't say anything. I won't say anything. We'll get into that.
I would put this. I mean, I assume you like this more than GNX,
I do like this more than G-Nex, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I like it more than the Ulcerate personally. So are we going highest of A as of right now?
Sure, do it. Yeah.
Let's go.
I
Let's
can see
go.
that. I
Piggy
can see that.
sweep.
AUC 2024. All right. Number 8, I
Next
think.
up, yeah, Absolute Elsewhere, Blood Incantation.
All
Um,
right.
I saw
I
your
listened to
rating for
this.
this. I saw your rating for this the other day, and
What was
like,
my
man,
rating
what the
again?
fuck are you doing? 3 out of 5. Like,
Oh,
what the
three
fuck
out
are
of
you on,
five.
man?
Probably
This
it
album
might
is
actually be
fantastic.
lower.
This album was
It is.
was in my top
It is
10.
Blood
Uh,
Incantation. It is Blood
I'm gonna
Incantation.
I'm
Yep.
gonna I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. This was in my top 10 initially, but then I had to like the others were a cut above. But I think this is fantastic, and this is coming from someone who, because like the obvious inspiration for this, other than like, well, other death metal bands is like Pink Floyd, and I'm not even like the biggest Pink
Yeah, I
Floyd
mean,
fan.
there is a literal, they basically just used this channel You Crazy Diamond in one track.
Yeah, yeah, and like I'm not even like a big Pink Floyd fan or anything. I think I
I
think
do.
I think
Like,
Animals is like their only like amazing album.
honestly, that's like the weakest of
No, it's not.
the
No,
four big, the big four of the
no,
big four. It's their weakest.
it's by far and away their best album. But anyways,
It's
this is not a Pink Floyd episode. We can get to
Yeah, it's
this
not Pink
some other
Floyd.
time.
We'll get to that someday.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, why
Yeah,
do
no,
I have it at
I
a
fucking love
6?
this. Like, take everything you said about ulcerates, and like for me, this is just such an
See, the
such
atmosphere
a
here is
gripping
what
experience. The atmosphere in this is some of the best I've heard all year, straight up.
I will just say. The atmosphere really bites this album in the ass because they have no. Well, the atmosphere is bitten in the ass by the thing that bites this whole album in the ass, and that's that these guys have no idea how to mix the two genres that they're mixing. Playing death metal, they're playing this Pink Floyd spacey prog rock,
Yeah,
and
and it
I
fucking
don't
works
get
like
the
a charm.
it doesn't it never connects. It'll start going on these. It'll crank out like a Time Ghoul, Demigod. Those are for me like I think the big influence. Of course, Demigod is the
Yeah,
obvious one. Well, no, Time Ghoul is the obvious one. Because those guys are like the big cosmic death metal influence on all the bands that would just do the proggy space theme stuff, and it'll pull out these riffs, and these riffs are good, by the way, actually really good
yeah,
riffs.
yeah, they are.
I think they really do have this very like you say, the guitar tone is great. It has this oppressive atmosphere, and then it starts sounding like a Pink Floyd glorious space track before it sounds like they're being swallowed by a fucking space Lovecraftian entity, and it just never really stiffs in a way that I like. It feels like I'm listening to two different songs, and the songs themselves are fine, but it it never clicks
Yeah,
that they really,
I could not disagree more with you.
and
I
it
think
never felt like never really like clicked. And I feel like Blood Incantation in general, like I think their stuff is good. I think I've heard all of their stuff
yeah, me
before
too.
this, and no, I
This
mean
this
outside their
this
stuff.
this is to me their best work to date.
No, I still say Hidden History is probably better. I
Yeah,
don't
you think
know.
so?
I've maybe Start. I don't know. I mean, I think all their stuff is decent, fine. It's okay. It's again.
This feels
I'm
the
not.
most complex to me. I feel like the
It's
runtime is totally warranted. I think the music
this one
videos
is
are
40
probably. Did you
minutes.
did you see the music videos?
I have not. No.
Those are probably my favorite music videos of the year, and they
And I should
perfectly
probably take
capture.
down I should probably take down half a star for just how atrocious these guys' hairlines are.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen their hairlines? God damn, man.
Yeah. No, I saw I
Holy
saw I
fuck.
saw I saw a couple interviews. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with like some prog death. Some of it's good. Again, like, but I feel like I never get the sense that I want to listen to this.
Yeah, I
There's
just
no
love
reason. There's no
I
good.
just love the fusion of like
If I want to listen to Pink
the
Floyd shit,
the
I just listen
death
to Pink
and
Floyd.
like all the like all the sci-fi influences. It kind of feels like, yeah, it feels kind of like cinematic, which I
I
quite
do get
like.
that. I do get the appeal, but there's no way this is better than Ulcerate this year. There's no fucking.
I don't know. I don't know. I think they're about on the same level for me.
Yeah, it's just.
Um,
I feel like
like
so
this
many.
is absolutely an A tier for me. But
If I want the albums with the space atmosphere, the Pink Floyd like stuff,
Mm.
I would just listen to Pink Floyd. I would just listen to, I
Mm,
don't
yeah.
know, Klaus Schulze. And if I wanted to listen to the more cosmic, more ominous death metal, I just listen to Demigod. I'd listen to Adramelech. I would listen to Time Ghoul. I'd listen to did I say Demilich already or Demigod? They
Is it
both start with
demigod?
Demi. I forgot.
Yeah.
Demigod. I will Demilich now, which
Mm.
you know. I mean, and sure, I can see and of course mixing those two. There's a use in it. I just wish they could do it better. I just wish this album really could have captured
Yeah.
what
For me, this is easily a top 3 metal release of the year. Um,
for me
I think
I'd
it's
have.
fantastic.
Um, I'm going to say this is a um high C, I guess. I mean, I do
Okay.
like everything that's on this. I just do not think it jams well, and I mean, I do want to re-listen, but I've just never
Yeah.
really found myself going, damn, I should re-listen to that Blood Incantation. No, I just nope.
Yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
since I'm going A, you're going C. I guess we're gonna have to land in B.
yeah,
Like low B, I guess. Would you say it's
yeah.
below Vampire Weekend?
I would say it's better than Vampire. It's actually probably the best 6 out of 10 I've given so far. I could probably say
So
actually. So I say yeah, I'll show throw it in low B. Throw it in low B. I can actually say that. Yeah.
okay.
I think this one is less fundamentally fundamentally it's better. Just like the house built upon it
So
needs some
below Shishu,
reworking. It's better than Shishu, I say.
below Adrian Linker, or above.
Um, I'll say below.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
that's my take on that. I can already just feel the smile like
Definitely.
coming on my face. 'Cause,
Yeah. Definitely the wrong
we're at
take.
number 7 now, right?
Yes.
We're
Diamond
number 7
Jubilee.
now.
Cinderly.
Diamond Jubilee, Cinderly. Oh,
Um. Yeah.
wow. Yeah, this one is a hard one to talk about because I mean, there's so much to say. This longest album we're covering today, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It is the
I don't really
full.
have a lot to say about this. I've only heard it once. And I probably didn't give it my full attention, which I probably should have. Um, but yeah, I think it's
This
pretty good.
is this is something. I just think this album is something special, man. If you've
You
ever
think so?
heard if you ever heard Patrick Flagel's like older stuff, and I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm particularly aiming at final track on one of my favorite albums of the 2010s, Public Strain by his older band Women, uh, or their older band, Women, and the final track on there, I Saw, one of the best songs ever made.
Mm.
That song, like, it has all these influences on a noisy indie rock guitar, but the soft psychedelic pop filtered through this,
Yeah.
reverberated atmosphere, lost songs just echoing through a hall. And that's what this feels like. You can see a lot of comparisons to, the idea of like memory or in your head to how these songs are written.
Yeah.
You know, songs that feel like a half forgotten memory. I think two tracks basically open with the same intro, Flesh and Blood and Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Open with a very similar like wah wah sound.
I mean, those are some of
It
my
feels like
favorites
radio,
tracks.
you know, comparisons, a radio
Mm.
station in someone's head,
Yeah.
lost songs, have remembered song. And that's how this is an album of 32 tracks of Eyesore. I could not
Yeah.
ask for more, and the first time I
It's
finished
yeah. I don't know.
listening to it, I just kept
It's
listening.
it's kind of too long though, isn't it?
I get why people would say it's long, but for me, I feel like you kind of just get lost in it. That
Mm-hmm.
it's what makes it so, and it kind of keeps giving you new stuff to throw at you and like kind of make everything so lovely. When you hit that, it hits you with that opening that feels so reflective and you know
Yeah, I
The
think
guitars just, and then it hits you with the fuzz on glitz, and then baby, baby, baby blue. It's
yeah.
it becomes it goes from Be My Baby to fucking country. It just
Yeah, I think
it's the
for me
past,
it
it's the
hasn't.
future, it's everything.
Yeah, I think for
It
me it
is
hasn't fully clicked. I think I would definitely have
it's
to re-listen. Um, I think I appreciate this more than I actually like love it. Um, but yeah, it is definitely an achievement, I would say.
it's it is the kind of stuff that just feels like a lifetime worth of experience thrown into a whole track. It's so digestive, and there's so much to say. Again, I feel like I find it hard to really come up with the words that would make this album so great. The long tracks. It feels like you're just, yeah, placed in someone's head, placed among all these experiences, placed in this world, in this. Every track evokes at the same time the same thing, and yet something new entirely. It's
Yeah,
you know, oh
yeah. I just feel like I haven't
man,
fully experienced this. Um, I was kind of zoning out at points.
yeah, it's listening to someone's whole life in just a fucking album. It's it's really the best way you can describe it. I mean, a lot of references to Plague's own life. I like
Yeah,
on Kingdom Come when he starts referencing one of the members of Women who passed away very
yeah,
shortly after the band broke up. It's stuff like that, and you can just, I have my doubts with the obvious themes of gender identity.
yeah,
You know, it,
yeah. I feel like this
it's
feels like
something
this.
special, man. It's something special.
It feels like an
It
album that I
is.
should love more than I actually do. But yeah, again, I'd have to re-listen to it after this. Um,
I finished it and I just started it again. It's an album you can. I just felt myself just losing
Getting
myself
lost
in
in, yeah, yeah. I can definitely see
all
that. It's
these.
definitely it's
It's
definitely a really good album.
it's poppy, and it can be fun, and it can have those weird tracks like when it just goes from like the Gable Vision to Dracula to,
Yeah,
forget the name of that one track, Lockstep,
Lockstep.
and
Yeah.
it just goes, yeah, and that all that after Stone Faces, and yeah, there's so much imagery just while I was listening
For
to it
me,
at one point. It just
the first half was probably
oh
better.
the first half is definitely the best part of the album,
Yeah,
I think. Uh, no, I love the final track on on that first half, Realistic Heaven. It
yeah,
felt like like you're sitting you're putting your ear to the wall of a fucking studio, and it just was that the production on this, all that lo-fi styling, it's just, it really just sells the atmosphere. Or just, you know this music spinning around in your head, and taking the shape of someone's life. It really is a very hard to comprehend album, but I think it'll, of all albums I've heard this year, it is the one that will probably stand the test of time the best, and
okay.
one that will deliver the most. If for me this solidifies Patrick Flegel as maybe the fucking greatest songwriter of our generation.
Oh wow.
It's fuck. Yeah, I have so much to say. S tier.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's all I can really say about it. S tier.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. I guess we're
yeah,
gonna have to land in low A then.
yeah. That's good for me.
Okay. Cool. I thought you were gonna be upset with me for saying that, but
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Ugh.
but yeah.
Um,
I would
yeah,
definitely have to. I would definitely have to listen to it. That's all I will say.
S- Yeah. Oof. So
Next
number
up,
6.
number 6, no title as of 13th February
Oh,
2024,
wow.
28,340 dead.
Oh, wow. We're going from the easy to talk about to another easy one to talk about in it. Yeah,
Man,
wow. Very easy to talk about this album.
this album,
Fuck.
like,
Yeah,
where
I
the fuck
mean,
do you
the
even
title
begin? Like,
is. Where the fuck do you begin with something like this? I mean, the title says it all, really.
I mean,
The music doesn't even speak for itself. I mean,
okay, so I will say
lift your
this.
skinny fist. The first thing that I
Yeah,
notice is just how like less this builds up than lift your skinny fist.
yeah,
Like this doesn't sound like triumph. This doesn't sound sometimes hopeful,
no,
sometimes dark. It creates this,
yeah,
world. This just straight up feels like you're watching a funeral service. This
yeah.
just feels
It
like
is. If there
depressing
was
to watch,
any
depressing to hear.
if there was any album from last year that I would like bawl my eyes out to, is this one. It's just like so powerful, and
It is. It is
man,
just God.
I am still I am still at a loss for words of this album. Like, I don't like.
It's
It is
almost no
just like,
vocal samples.
yeah,
No tie. They really just strip themselves down to the essence of just their music,
yeah, and it is
and
fucking beautiful at the
it
same
just kind of
time.
soundtracks your thoughts, on,
Yeah,
like reflecting on like.
on like the
But I
state of
mean,
the
the
world. And
obvious. I mean, the obvious event this album is talking about.
mm,
I feel like. Well, that one is obvious, like integral. I know there's one vocal sample. I don't know what it is about. I don't remember if it's most likely taken from
yeah,
the what it's about.
yeah,
But to me, it almost like transcends that, and more so just becomes it is the central focus of the album.
yeah. It is. Yeah,
All the atrocity, but it becomes more than that. I mean, in a
yeah,
way that the event almost becomes metaphorical for other things.
yeah. No, absolutely, I agree.
Just just watching the fucking world crumble. It's
Yeah,
ridiculously powerful. It is.
it really
I
is.
mean,
It is. It is the most important album, I would say, from last
yeah,
year. It
some
is.
yeah,
It is just like, it is just such a monstrosity
yeah.
of
I
a
mean,
project.
again, it is the music that Godspeed You is good at making. Excerpts. The guitar sounds rougher. I feel it.
Yeah,
It so
yeah,
constantly just evokes the most apocalyptic world you can ever like hear on the record. Just pure pure total depression. Just
I have.
it, it,
I feel like I should have more to say, but also I feel like the
it
silence just
almost
like
just yeah, it's almost
speaks
like
louder than words. Yeah, like I have so much to say, but at the same time, I'm just like,
this at the
yeah,
same
I'm
time it
just
just
like blown
becomes almost
away. Like,
impossible to really say anything.
yeah,
It
exactly.
just
Yeah, because I feel like the music just speaks for itself, really. Uh,
yeah, it just says it all. You know,
yeah, it does. Um,
it's
it
watching.
is just magnificent. It is.
It
Yeah,
is.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
I get like
lost for
chills
words.
just like talking about
It's
this. Um,
and Babies in a Thundercloud, one of the best songs of the year.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we
Ill
will get to that
Spectator.
one later. We will get to the tracks
Yeah,
later, I
we'll get
feel.
to that one
Uh,
later. And Babies
yeah.
in a Fun. Yeah, but
um,
Ill Spectator I actually found like really good background.
yeah,
That was the one track in Godspeed You I found like really backgrounding able.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, mm.
Uh,
But it
I
almost
would
feels
honestly,
disrespectful. It almost feels
yeah,
disrespectful to say that. Like
yeah, I know, yeah, yeah,
in a
no,
way,
yeah, I
any
know, but also
focus on
yeah,
any talking about this album just feels like you could. It feels almost like what are you even supposed to say? not
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
talk about this album.
yeah, exactly. I feel like I'm doing it a disservice. Like just go fucking listen to it, man. Like what are you
Ooh,
doing? Stop watching this podcast and listen to the new Godspeed. Like, like what are we doing
mm,
here? um,
yeah,
I would not feel
it's
bad
like a
putting this
bag
in
of
S tier.
bricks. This is for me like a high A tier. Yeah,
I would
just
not feel bad
hits
putting it in S, but I would be fine with putting it
devastating.
high A above Peggy.
Yeah, high A.
I would put this above Peggy for sure.
God, wow. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, man.
almost
Holy
feels
shit, man.
even impossible to talk about the music.
I know,
Like,
I know.
I mean, yeah, it's good. It's good Godspeed You, but it's just the way that the atmosphere combined with the context of it all.
Yeah,
Oof, Jesus, chills.
yeah. Oof.
Anyway, number five. What's number five? Yeah,
Yeah, number
that
5.
the show must go on.
Yeah, I know. Night Palace, Mount Airy.
Ooh, okay, this
The
one is
new Phil
easier to talk
Elverum.
about. I feel.
Yeah.
I remember when I reviewed this, I called it the best album of the year.
Yeah, no, I
I
would not go
think.
that far.
Well, it's yeah. It got the Phil Elverum curse in that I don't
Yeah.
feel like it really sticks with me as much as it could. That's a
Yeah,
that's
to
an
me
that's a
this
side
feels
effect of
like a clear
Elverum's work.
like and like I just want to preface by saying I think this album is great. I mean, Phil Elverum is the goat, and he's in that
Yeah.
conversation for a reason. But to me, this doesn't stick with me in a way that A Crow Looked at Me did. Like it feels like a clear step down
For
for
me,
me.
I do like it more than a Crow, but I
Really?
don't
Are
like
you
it.
are, are you serious? Are you
Yeah, I don't
serious?
like it as much as a
That's
Crow.
crazy. That's crazy.
I do like. Do not like it as much as the Glow, which
No, no, absolutely not.
it's the
No,
Glow.
no,
It's
that's
the
it. That's
Glow
his
Part
opus.
Two.
Like,
That one is great. Yeah,
yeah,
that one
yeah,
also kind
that's
of
his
fell off for
masterpiece.
me a little, but like, I mean, still, though it's there's a lot happening on this album, and it does capture what makes Phil Elverum so great.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel it.
You know,
Like to me, the main thing is that it doesn't feel as focused as most of his other works. It feels it
I
feels it
don't
feels
think
it feels more of
focused.
but like at the same time, it feels more like
I think
yeah, I
the
don't know. It feels
scattered.
it feels really introspective in a way that I feel like only um
He could have done.
musicians of his magnitude can do at this point in their career. So I feel like it is like a like a natural progression for Phil. Um,
Yeah, to me, I think the scattered direction, all the little thing, is what makes it work. I kind of.
okay.
It really like feels like he's just kind of taking these things that came from his mind, and yeah, again, yeah, I guess Diamond Jubilee, all
Mm.
these things that happen to you. I guess Beth Gibbons too, artists who haven't made stuff for a long time, or well, all of them has made stuff, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like all these artists who haven't made stuff in a long time, kind of just coming back and bringing everything that has happened, like these reflections that they've had. And again,
Also, I feel like
Elvrum's
also
work is always so
yeah,
good at like combining the nature, and I really get
yeah,
a sense of this world that he lives in. I don't have a lot to
yeah, for
say.
sure.
We
And I
haven't
feel
already
like
said.
this is probably one of his more funnier projects as well. I feel like people uh, forget how
I
funny Phil
like your
can be.
style too, man.
Yeah, honestly, that's my favorite track on the album. The fish, the
I don't
fish
remember
song.
what my favorite was.
I spoke with the fish is just amazing.
Yeah,
That's my favorite song. It's just
again,
so like
I don't have a
it's
lot
so
to say,
out
but we
there,
haven't
but
already
like
covered.
in a good way. Yeah.
But I like
Yeah. I
it,
mean,
and I think
it's another Phil Elverum project, isn't it?
yeah,
Like what else is there to say?
it shows what he can do. He shows what he can
Yeah.
do, and I said what I wanted to say in that episode,
Yeah.
the first one,
Oh yeah, we
and
spoke about this in the first episode. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I'm saying don't have a lot to say.
Yeah.
Uh, I said that too with GNX. We kept talking about that one, but
Yeah.
no, it is on it. That one's kind of different in a
But
way,
yeah, I think we put this in A last time.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna lower it a little. I'm gonna say high B.
You know what? I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the highest B as of right now. It is for sure better than Makami in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's better than Makami too.
Yeah.
It's certainly an album that deserves a runtime. I will say. I
Yeah.
think I don't know if I said that in the, but that's the last thing I'll add. It deserves being like 80 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Never
Yeah. I
gets
agree.
never like falls back on that. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4
The Songs of a
is
Lost World by The Cure.
by The Cure. Damn, 16 years. Waiting
Yeah.
for
I
it. We
mean,
covered that in the same episode that we covered Veil
we did.
Elverum, so almost don't wanna add a lot else.
No, me
Um,
neither. What I will say is that I don't feel as strongly about this anymore.
yeah, for me,
Uh,
I'm certainly glad it came out, and I like what it's
yeah,
doing.
absolutely.
It harkens back to the best of The Cure, harkens
Yeah, I
back
think
to
I think End Song is
Disintegration.
like the perfect send off.
Yeah, they're not making more music, I imagine. So
No, I don't think so. I think this is it.
at
And
least if unless like Robert Smith just goes, yeah, I can put out another album in like 2 years. Lol.
and I mean, to me, what
That'd be
really, what really stands out for me is how fucking amazing he still sounds. Like he
yeah,
hasn't
that's the
aged one
big
bit. Like
thing.
that's crazy
Yeah,
to me.
and his lyricism kind of still sticks around in the same way, but it kind of takes on a different meaning in a way. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
become this. I mean, he's actually growing old, So all these songs about, this is the end, it's the end,
yeah.
and
This feels like
it
a
feels
swan
like,
song in every single way.
it really is like the final thing Smith
Yeah.
has to say. He's probably not gonna like die, tomorrow or something.
No, I hope not. Like,
Yeah, let's not hope it. That's for sure. Uh, but yeah, it's a great send off, and you know,
I would personally put
I want
this
to. I
below
hope to see him
Night
live
Palace.
someday. And I still like how long, it's more instrumental than it is vocal.
Yeah, I
That's
definitely wouldn't
great.
say I
It really
love.
builds up the.
I definitely wouldn't say I love all the tracks. I
Yeah, I
think
would
there's definitely some low
say the same.
points. Uh,
I think I like it more than I did back then. I don't know
a
what I
fragile
gave it, but
thing.
I'd
I'm still
say
not huge on a fragile thing. The second single.
I like that song. I like that
It is
song.
fine.
Again, it's a great atmosphere, great swan song.
Yeah.
So much interesting. Redefine. I think that's what I gotta add, because they basically moved on from the disintegration sound. After a while, but they kind of came back to it for that, and I think that totally makes sense now,
Yeah.
like looking back, because like I said, he's grown old, and that music was like very depressing, very unsure, very a lot of things, and I think the sound fitted with this album, so I think it's actually a logical return to sound,
Yeah.
and I don't think he really needed to do like innovation in that regard, rather than just like harkening back to his old sound in a way that fits. So yeah,
It's yeah yeah.
uh,
It's definitely not one of my favorite uh, projects of theirs. Um, but I'm just happy that it exists.
yeah,
Um,
indeed. It is
yeah.
cool to have lived to, see your album come out.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like
I'm,
be
I'm, I'm,
conscious,
I'm
have a
like
conscious
more than
memory.
anything, I'm just like honored to be in the same
Yeah.
timeline as like a new The Cure rollout. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I would,
Exactly.
I would, I would put this high B below Night Palace for me.
Yeah. I'd say like a high A, high B, low A, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so are you fine with putting it below Phil?
Mm, I can do either. But
Yeah,
also
we can, we can, we
below
can,
is
we can,
strong.
we can, we can put it above. My Palace in B.
Yeah, put it above. I'd say it's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Brad
Track
Summer.
3, Brad Charlie XCX.
Yeah, I mean this.
Yeah. I mean, we were
What
talking
is
about
there to
fun.
say? Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about fun. Well,
this is it. This
is
is
there
the
anything
most.
more to add here? I mean,
I mean, to me, I feel like
almost
this is the perfect blend for me of like everything that makes Charlie so great. This is like this to me feels like her.
This feels like everything that made
Yeah.
2010's pop great. This feels like
Yeah,
everything that makes
yeah. It
modern
feels
pop
like
good.
the combination of like everything that the genre has
Everything.
to offer, just like mashed into one beautiful
Yep.
thing.
This is
Yeah, this is
very
like, and like to me, I just want to say that like, um, her self-titled was like one of my favorite albums of that decade. I think that's a phenomenal record, but to me, this feels even greater in like every single way. So
yeah, I'm not like
just that in and of itself should like should emphasize how much I love Brat as an album.
for me this was my second go around with Charlie, and the first one is Pop 2, which is good, but I don't care much for this one. It's just so the production is so good,
It
and
is so good.
it is
Tracks
just
like back to
constantly,
back, Symphony, Sympathy of
it's
the Night.
crazy.
Like
It's all almost all killer, no filler.
yeah, absolutely.
Like you start listing the good tracks on it, and every time I just go, holy
There is
shit!
there is
There's this many
there are
good
no
tracks
skips.
on this fucker.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Like,
yeah,
oh
there are
wow,
no
oh I
skips.
forgot that Back to Back is on
Every
this. Talk
yeah,
Talk is on this.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I have re-listened to this so many times. Like I could
I
never
just
like so like like sometimes I feel like, oh, I put on this song and then I just like end up re-listening to the entire project. Like that's how good it is.
it really is just the banger album.
Yeah, and I
It's
feel like
both.
yes, it is a very fun experience, but it's also like quite introspective. Like it talks about
Yeah, again,
what I feel
a
like a
lot of
lot of
fame
like
stuff.
especially women and like female
Yeah,
presenting people could like see themselves in.
yeah, and that's I think what I've actually that's kind of what I think. Also, it harkens back to that, like, well, not in the same way, but it very much captures what makes that stuff emotional kind of EDM. EDM
Yeah,
that's just it's danceable and it's super.
yeah, it is.
It really captures this energy, but I mean, I guess hedonism would be a word you could use to describe like what this album is kind of doing,
Yeah, for sure.
and but it keeps dancing, but you can feel like what's behind, the emotion behind it all.
Yeah.
It's trying to do, and it's yeah.
For me, this is an S
For,
tier.
yeah, for me, just like high A tier, I think too. It's just I mean, every time I listen to it, I just wanna dance. It's so many good tracks. It's hard to even pick a favorite, and so many good lyrics. And Charlie
You
is
know
just
what?
amazing
Yeah,
on this.
I'm starting
If
to
you're
believe
also,
we won't see an S tier in this list.
I don't think we will either. I mean, we got like two track albums left.
I would personally bring Brad straight to S tier. But if you're feeling high A, we can put it.
Yeah, it's like
Would you put it above Godspeed You?
ooh, I don't personally like it as much as Godspeed You know.
I can put it below. I am fine with
It's
that,
kind
by
of
the way.
hard. It's kind of hard because the two are so like stark different, and
Yeah,
I mean,
no, for sure.
I re-listened to Godspeed You know Brett more because Brett is like it's fun, It really is just like the best of pop,
Yeah,
best of dance. It's fucking great. Godspeed You is just depressing.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say below it
Okay,
personally.
cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
But yeah, there's so much to say about Brett,
Like,
but it
yeah,
also
yeah.
also
Like to
feels
me,
like
Brat.
fun
I
and
want, I
sad.
want, I want, I won't say whether or not Brat is my album of the year, but to me, I feel like it encapsulates the year the most out
There is
of
a
any other
reason that
release.
there's a reason we got like Brett Summer. It's just,
Yeah, exactly.
that shit like actually became big.
Yeah,
Ugh,
yeah, no, for sure.
a lot to say, a lot of sayings, but
So good.
for the most part, just fun. And yeah, I don't think it'll probably become like best pop, like the best mainstream pop album of the decade.
Yeah, oh,
If
for sure.
not
Yeah,
just like, if not just like one of the best in like one of the best of the 21st century. I can't think of any
yeah.
of the top of my head. It, yeah, it's
It is
great,
definitely up
great
there.
stuff.
Yeah, it is definitely Charlie's best album to date, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I
And that's
don't
coming
think
from
she's gonna
someone
top it.
who
I don't.
absolutely adore.
I
Yeah,
don't
this just
think
feels
what
like yeah.
I don't like the more sad songs. The more
Mm.
melody songs. I get why they're there, and I get I understand like why they exist. I might say something stupid or so I,
Mm.
but
So I is personally one of my favorites.
yeah, I do get why. You
Yeah,
know, obviously
yeah, but I
like
also get why someone wouldn't like.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think the dance songs do, but that does just as well. And
Mm. Yeah.
you know, yeah, but still, I like this
Yeah.
album a lot,
It is so
and
good.
it just yeah, cultural phenomenon and all that.
It is. It is like the
Yeah,
quintessential, just like 2024 album experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
So
So
number two,
number two,
the
the
new
new
sound,
sound,
Jordy Grape.
Jordi Griep. Griep, what a fucking awful name, sir. Jordi Griep.
um.
I'm absolutely creeping right now. Absolutely creeping. Oh,
So
oh,
as
yeah,
some of you may
ex
know,
Black Mini.
yeah, I am. I am. I'm not a fan of Black Midi.
I kind of
Um.
like Black Midi. I don't
You
like.
do.
This one is hard to say really how I feel about it in
To
this
me.
perspective of Black Midi. First
Okay.
of all, I
So.
think this album's lyrics are
Mm,
really good.
banger.
Lyrically, this album is great. I mean,
Yeah.
thematically, it all comes together. You could tell the
Beautifully.
big themes of how you say that. Yeah, toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
It. Yeah. Like the
what's the
story of
word?
this kind of feels like a Park Chan Wook movie in a way.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And not the sexual frustration of it all
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
and all of it. Some of these there, like I don't know what the song's called, but it's like about like that warrior guy, and he just starts like saying all the most goofy shit ever.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
let me pull this up. Let me find it. But I mean, at the same time, the highlight of the album by far, one of the best songs of the year, Holy Holy.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I
It is.
mean,
It is a banger.
wow,
But to me, it is not even the
that
best on the album.
guitar. For me, it is the best on the album, like by far.
Yeah,
Oh,
there is
that
a song
full.
like yeah, that was the song that like made me fall in love with this album. Um, when I initially listened, like when I first listened to it, but there is another song that I will talk about later. That just like really hits deep for me. So yeah, as you can tell, I really like this album. I actually love this album, in fact, and that's coming from someone who does not like Black Midi like at all. I think
I like how
like that to
I
me
like
is like
new
yeah.
the new influences are like fun, and I like his new and lyrically is better, and it does have the best song
So
they've
much
ever
better.
written.
Yeah.
Holy Holy.
It is
It's
so good.
still I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about Black Midi. No, I used to
Yeah.
really like them, but I kind of think they. No,
Yeah, I just
remember,
I
I'm
just
pretty
never
sure I was
warmed
like,
up to MIDI and Greep in general, but I feel like this is just
I
a
do
huge
like his voice, and
step up in every way.
it's more jazzy. It's
Yeah.
more jazzy. It's more
It
yeah,
is
Latin
it is it
influence,
is
I
more
guess.
tasteful, I feel.
He really, it's very rich, and I can
Yeah.
totally see why it's so like beloved among like new albums. Oh yeah, it's Through a War, and it's like the bridge.
Oh yeah, Through a
He
War,
just
yeah.
starts like he keeps writing, and he just goes, "Have you sat on the throne of men? Have you watched father and son fight to death? Have you tasted human flesh? Have you had sex with the dead?" And it just keeps going, and it just goes, "Have you seen a woman give birth
Mm.
to a goat? Do you know how to fashion a boat out of bones?" And it just keeps going. I mean, it's awesome, you know.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. He's comedic. It's all comedic, and but it's so
It is, but it's
great.
also like kind of emotional at the same time.
Yeah,
Like the
I do feel like
magician
it's
is just yeah.
yeah. He got the magician in the divorce.
Yeah. Yeah, it is just like yeah,
It's
I fucking love this album. I think it's like the story it tells.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about it, but I do really like all the like aspects of it, even if it doesn't always come together. It is kind of long though. I don't
I
want to.
think it's perfect length. I think it's totally warranted of the hour runtime.
For me, I see myself liking it more and more as it goes on,
Mm.
and every track is at least good. It could have been better, but like I'm happy with what it is, and
Yeah.
there's so much to say about it. Oh
Yeah,
no,
I think the writing is some of the best all year,
yeah,
personally.
that I will say it's one of the more accomplished
Yeah.
uh lyrical conceptual albums of all time. There's that
Yeah.
whole was that headline like the incel era finally has its first classic
Yeah.
album or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually accurate. Like in a way, it does actually
No,
like
it is, yeah.
represent like like the concept of sexual frustration. You know,
Yeah. I feel like Holy Holy just like sells the deal.
yeah, that it's. I mean, the guitar is amazing and the chorus is so insane, and then the shift to the second half, super effective, and I can't wait to see what Jordy does next. That's my main thing. I wanna know what he's gonna do because he has
Yeah.
more up his sleeve. I bet, and I think in the future I can actually like see myself giving him a great rating,
We have the
even
first
better than
chatter of the
today.
night, by the way. Welcome in,
Ooh, ooh,
Sakura.
Sakura.
Yeah.
Do I know them? Are
I
they
don't think
from your
so.
chat? Are they from your
Yeah,
chat
yeah.
or
Yeah, they are, yeah.
I do not think I
But
know them.
they
No,
are
I
having
don't know.
ads apparently. But yeah,
Ah,
we can talk to them
okay. Well,
later
we'll stop
when they're
talking for
back.
a bit.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I do not know this person. Do you even talk in your chat?
So where would you put this album?
For me, it's like a medium B. That's fair for me.
I would go like mid A personally. So highest B.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
I can accept it.
cool. And finally, oh my god, we have been yapping for 2 hours already. Jesus.
Well, we're almost done. That's for sure. So because we're on the final album of this, well, the tier list now.
Imaginal Disc.
Mac, the big album of the year, Magdalena Bay.
Magbay. Whoa. Uh, so when I first listened to this, I really liked it, but I
What?
wasn't like huge on it at first. But then I re-listened to it like um, yeah, I re-listened to it for the first time just like a few weeks ago, and it finally clicked. I think this album is incredible in like
Yeah,
every way.
the more I hear it, it just gets better for me.
It is
It's
so good. It
I
is
really
amazing.
do get the hype. This
Yeah,
is, I mean, some of the most exhilarating pop songwriting of the decade. Some of the best
yeah, that
pop
I've heard in
song
years. Yeah,
production, the best synth pop production.
these song concepts are
It's
so like off the walls, crazy.
yeah,
But they oh
it is all rooted in pop, but you can tell like that
yeah,
these guys just have that edge to them. They have the sauce
like
to back
for
it up in
example,
something so
for
strong.
example, track number 2, "Killing Time." It is like a deconstruction of that saying, and that like in and of itself is
Yeah,
just like amazing to me.
like
Oh man,
the atmosphere, all the
yeah,
concepts, the main like way that let's death and romance. Yeah,
yeah,
the way that that song builds up,
the big zingle,
dun,
yeah,
dun, 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 dun,
so
dun,
good.
dun. It's amazing, these gorgeous choruses are so earwormy. Sure, and I know why
Mm,
it's. I mean, it's above Brett, and it's like above any album this year, because on Rate Your Music at least, because well,
yeah,
maybe it's not the definitive pop album of the year. It may be one of the best because it's
yeah,
just
I agree.
so damn. Like even just talking about it now,
Mm.
I keep liking it more because it's just
Yeah,
it can
yeah. I
be
mean, I mean,
it
just
can
like to
feel
me, like
emotional, but
yeah,
all of it is so strong
like
and
the concept is there and is like pretty damn fleshed out. But like to me, what really sells it is just like the individual tracks and like their concepts and like the
yeah,
soundscape of them. They all are so different and tell their own little story. They can exist like each of the songs like exist in their own little bubble and tell their own like um story and stuff, but like at the same time it feels very condensed in a way, and just like yeah, it just feels like
yeah.
um yeah, it's just like such a complete experience.
It just feels out of this world, really.
Yeah, it does. Like watching
I mean,
TV is about like you remember how people would say that like, oh, watching TV will like um um make your eyes will make your eyesight
Square,
worse or whatever. Yeah, exactly, and just like will
Square
like
Eyes.
make you like like watching um these like crime um TV shows will make you um like a criminal or whatever, and like that track is like entirely about that, and it's just like yeah, I don't know, it's just so like uplifting to see songwriting like this again,
Yeah,
because I feel like I haven't seen it in so long. uh,
yeah.
it doesn't feel
These
derivative of
guys just
anything I've ever heard. It just feels like its own separate thing. um,
yeah, these two are just so unstoppable in creativity.
yeah,
You can just
absolutely.
everything from the cover art to just their
Yeah,
aesthetic and
the music videos, have you seen the music
oh,
videos?
I have actually not, but they are. I mean, they kind
They
of
are
give off like
incredible.
they always give off like this vapor wavy vibe,
Yeah,
All of it, it's great because
it
vaporwave
yeah,
aesthetic,
yeah, this
always
just
awesome.
creates its own distinct world, and I am happy. I am so happy to be a part of it, and living in the same timeline as this
Yeah,
duo, because
I'm so glad
they're
I heard this.
yeah, it is just
It's
so fantastic. I would honestly put this in S tier.
Man, I think I still have it at a 7, but it's honestly 8. It's so fun. It just gets better and better.
Yeah, I think yeah, this is by far one of my favorite albums of the year.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna say high B, low A. That's for me fair.
So where would you put this in the A category then?
Um, I'd say the lowest, I guess. But what's
Okay.
all in A tier right now?
We have
Ulcer.
yeah, so we have going from bottom A to top A as of right now. We have Diamond Jubilee, Ulcerate, GNX, Lay Down My Life for You, Brat, and then No Title.
Yeah, for me it's the weakest of those. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, Sure.
It does feel like the weakest.
I'm fine with
Actually,
that. Yeah.
it's better for me than GNX, but like it isn't for you. So
Mm.
that kind of marks it out. But
To me,
yeah,
this is also better
that's
than GNX.
well then. Did
But
above
but
GNX.
yeah, but you wouldn't put this above
But I
David
like it
Jubilee,
more than
would you?
Ulcerate and Cindy Lee. I like it more than I don't like as much as those two.
Yeah, yeah. So we can do bottom 8. Yeah, I'm content with
Yeah,
that.
I'm fine with that.
So
But
yeah,
yeah,
that's the complete tier list, I guess.
yeah.
So
Well, I guess we'll just kind of go through the uh top 10 each.
yeah. Do you want to
Yeah,
start?
I guess I'll start with my 10 and I guess some honorable mentions because 10 was the hardest for me to decide.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been thinking of a couple other albums that I was gonna put there. The main ones were well, at first I was gonna go with Clemers para no olvidarte. I
Mm-hmm.
probably butchered that.
Yeah.
Which is this really good like emo core revival from Argentina, and I really
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed that. But I feel like I already had some like emo rap on the list, so
I have not heard that one for the record. I should
on
definitely
the other
check
hand,
that
I
out.
also had It Didn't Have to Be This Way by the Bloom Dream, which I listened to pretty
Mm-hmm.
recently, so I kind of left that one off because it was so recent, and I didn't feel like I had the time to adjust this. The close I was gonna go with was Teratoma by Viscera Invest,
Okay.
which was insane. I mean, that album has just riffs for days, man.
Yeah,
But again,
it was really good.
I feel like the I had wrapped enough metal already, so I went with an album where well I haven't revisited it much. I thought I thought my first listen of it was very impactful,
Mm-hmm.
and on top of that, it's a genre that wasn't really wrapped much yet in my top 10. So I felt like it was appropriate to put that instead of those three. So I went with Paranol's Sky 100.
Oh fuck yeah! Let's go!
Yeah,
Let's
very
go!
emotive. Very, I mean, we'll just keep this part short. Very emotive album. Very strong waves, walls of noise. Very much better than previous Paranol project, which I'm not
Yeah,
big
but
on. This
you
one,
have not heard the live album, have you?
I have not heard the live album. No,
You should. You should.
maybe someday. Maybe someday. Um, but yeah, that's how I'm gonna keep it at. It just it's great, and it feels very strong. But yeah, that's why I wanted to put it there. Maybe I should have put Teratoma instead, but I wanted
No.
more rap.
Paranoid is
I wanted
fine.
more
Paranoid
rap.
is fine.
I wanted more rap. Go
Yeah.
listen to Teratoma, Sky
I'm so
100.
happy. I'm so happy that you put this on here.
Yeah, that first listen
I
was
was not
so great.
expecting to see this in your top 10 at all. I think actually we listened to it together.
Yeah, we listened to it together with Brooke too,
Yeah,
and it was great. It was great to listen to. I liked it a lot too.
it is so good.
Didn't
I'm
really
so happy that it
revisit
made
it
your top 10.
much, but it's
Mm.
super impactful. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, I will
yeah.
say
You're
this. I will spoiler alert. I will talk about it more later.
yeah.
But I will say that this is probably his best studio album to date.
Yeah,
Um,
it's his best.
yeah.
It's again super emotive. I really feel like the cover art picture really says it all for me. I think that's just like the way that I can sum it up. It really feels like a war memory.
So
It's that strong
yeah,
nostalgia.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. It feels very nostalgic, as does all of his work, really. Um, so
Yeah. But
yeah,
10.
yeah. I wanna give some honorable mentions as well.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna shout out a mixtape that has gone viral as of late. It is Alligator Bites Never Heal by Dochi. Um, it is just
I've not
really,
heard that, but Denial is a River. I
dude.
really like what I've
That is one
heard
of my
on that
favorite songs
too.
of the year. That is one of my favorite songs of the year, actually. Um, it is so good. But like, there are no skips on that album. I think, like, yeah, this in a few years, I could for sure see her being like, um, one of the more interesting voices in hip hop, um, for sure. The
Yep.
songwriting is just yeah. But that's just an honorable mention, so I won't go on for too long about that one in particular. But Ulcerate as well was really close. The Blood
Yeah.
Incantation as well. Um,
Boo.
yeah, that did not make mine, unfortunately. Vampire Weekend as well was up there for me. But yeah, my number
Boo.
10 is gonna be the Knocked Loose album.
Ooh, you won't go before you're supposed to.
Yes, I
Ooh, I
fucking
did not
love this.
Ooh,
This just, yeah, this is just like short and sweet. And there's like,
I
yeah, there is not a dull moment on this at all for me.
I'm,
It's
I'm the
just,
kind of
oh,
person.
mm,
Yeah, I can. I'm the kind of person who doesn't really like care much for modern metalcore. I think it's kind of like I don't like the production generally, and I think the stuff's kind of
mm-hmm,
gotten boring. I'm a even if I like the older stuff, I'm an old head for metalcore.
yeah,
But this is easily one of the better albums to come out of the genre in the last like couple decades.
yeah, no, I think so for
It
sure.
is. It wasn't like amazing. It's nowhere near my like top 10 for
Okay,
me, but I totally get why people like it so much.
yeah, I fuck
It
with it
really
heavy.
has
Like,
like it packs a punch. It really packs a
yeah,
punch.
it really does. And like, just like the concepts of like each track. And like, I also like how short it is because it doesn't overstay its welcome like
Yeah,
most
no,
albums in the genre do.
that's. I mean, yeah, that's what all core albums. A core album, there's only like three core albums I can think of off the top of my head that are like above 40 minutes and
Yeah.
actually almost none. Like the longest I can think of is Jane Doe. Maybe One
Mm,
of Us is the Killer.
the goat.
But all the goats are like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And
That's
yeah,
the
this
that's
this
the
this
goat
this one
metalcore length.
I think it's like 22 or something like that, which I think it's like perfect for what it is.
I
Um,
thought it was 27, but I may be
I
wrong.
think it's shorter than that. Yeah, I think it's like just above 20. Um, so
Yeah,
good.
that's what you
I
want.
fucking love this. This has been my rotation ever since it came out. Um,
Short and
I can't wait to
sweet.
see what they do next. Short and sweet.
Yeah, short and sweet. Very packs a punch.
Yeah,
Agree with all. Agree with what you say, even if it doesn't hit me as
yeah.
much.
So yeah, that is my
Have you
number
ever heard
10.
their? Have you ever heard one of their EPs?
Yes, I
Because they
have.
have
I
a
can't
really
remember the name
they
of
have
it at the top of my head, but I have heard that one. Yeah.
a tear in the fabric of life. That I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that one
yeah.
more, but I do get it.
Yeah. No, I probably think this is their best actually. Their
I
best
can
work to
get
date.
that. I can
If
understand
if
that.
it's really fleshed out, just
Yeah,
fucking heavy, packs a punch, just as you said. I think it's fantastic. I think it's like the penultimate track is one of my favorite tracks of the year. Um,
yeah,
so good, so good.
yeah. No. Oh, by the way, for honorable mentions, I almost forgot. My cover, my current profile picture, "Visual Kill" by Sidon.
Oh yeah,
Another cool mellow black metal
I'm
album.
not sure that one.
Again, I rap too much black metal already, which we'll get into now with number one, number nine, Nimby Fair, Der Böse Geist,
Okay.
uh, a German two-piece black metal album. This one was super awesome. It's 37 minutes, so it's below the average length of a black metal album, but I really love this. I mean, it's everything you want from black metal, but it has that very like melancholy vibe, but in a very minimalistic way. So it just has kind of the riffing and it has the drums, but it doesn't go over the top with anything. But the riffs just kind of pack that melancholy feeling and in a mellow, melodic, almost pagan
Mhm.
black metal way. My first comparison would be Bill Skinner. That was the first album I started thinking of. Uh, you know, barring Bill Skinner's NSBM, I must add. I feel like that's worth adding always if
Mm-hmm.
I'm discussing an NSBM act. These
Yeah.
guys are not sketch at all. I think
Yeah.
they're like they're on an anti NSBM label. So but yeah, the sound of this was just super, really captured me. I kept listening. I kept rotating it because I loved how it sounded. Can feel melancholic,
I've
can
not
feel
heard this one.
triumphant, but the riffs are just killer.
Mm. Yeah,
I
this
love the
definitely sounds
tracks
like
flowing
something
to
I
each
would
other
like.
too. Tracks flowing to each other too. It's awesome.
Do you think I would like this?
I think you would like it.
Oh yeah.
It's 37. It's below the average rhythm. I
Mm.
do feel like the vocals are mixed very low in the mix, and we'll get to that for another album too. But yeah, I listened to this a bunch this year, and I was gonna at one point it was my favorite album of the year, but
Okay.
I think it kind of went weaker, and in fact I'm I was almost considering just like giving it to Teratoma. Again, Teratoma could also just as easily make the list, but I gave it to this one because I really like it. I think
Oh yeah.
it's super underrated too. Very much flew under the radar. Check it out, everyone. Yeah.
Hell yeah. My number 9 is an album we already discussed plenty. It
Ooh,
is the new sound by the Creep himself, the Creeper,
the Creeper, the Creeper.
the Creeper. I can't do his
What?
accent.
How do you say that?
No, no, I'm not saying that again.
The Swedish accent jump scare.
The Creeper. Okay, but yeah, no, this we've already discussed this. Um, it is probably the best conceptual album of the year. Like just
I think
purely from like a concept standpoint. I
yeah,
feel like it is the
lyrically, I
most
wouldn't
fleshed
say
out.
for me it may not be the best concept album
I mean, do
musically,
we count
but
Godspeed You as
conceptually,
a conceptual album?
I guess in a way, any album that like has like heavy
Yeah,
thematics for me, I
yeah.
guess I
Then
say this
I
one has the
take that
best
back.
This one has the most consistent lyricism though. Like the
Yeah.
ones I prefer generally do that for music,
Mm.
which is generally how I like it.
Yeah. I might just be like, yeah, like I don't know if I'm like biased or anything because like as I said, I'm not like into media at all. But this just like floored me. And if you would have told me that like a Creep solo album would be in my top 10 of this year, then I would have called you fucking crazy. But here we are. I am happy
Yeah,
to have been proven wrong. Uh, yeah, it is fantastic.
yeah,
What is your
I can
number
totally.
8?
Number fucking Swedish accent jump scare. Yeah, yeah, okay. Mine, my top 8. Fuck. I
Oh
can.
my god, dude.
I've gotten so used to like just knowing how to speak English that I can't even do like the Dutch English accent fake. Like even though I can recognize it instantly, but I can't do it. Anyway, number 8. Tragedy as Catharsis by Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead. I think they're named
Hell
after
yeah.
a book or something.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it in somewhere or someone's.
This
Anyway,
this is the correct album cover, I think. Yeah.
which one? The should be like
Do
a
you do
road or
you do you have the stream
like a
open?
fence.
Yeah,
No, I
that's the
don't.
one. Yeah.
It's like yeah, it's like with those
Yeah,
two
that's the,
trees.
yeah. It has like
Full.
a pink grayish color scheme. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I thought this was awesome. It is heavy hitting emo violence, and like I said with number 9, Nimby Fair,
Mm.
this one has weirdly low in the mix vocals. Maybe that's just issue mine, but I've gone through like 2 headphones listening to it now, and it's always pretty low. But I'm honestly fine with that because it allows the instrumentation to do its work, and this just hits all the sweet spots of what you'd want. It kind of lies in between a little Orchid, a little Jerome's Dream, which are the greats of the genre. Etchings. The third track even has like opens the riff, and it basically just sounds like Weekend at the Fire Academy, which is just so awesome because that song is just fucking amazing. I love Orchid, and yeah, this one kind of leans more into power violence almost, like more than
Okay.
most emo violence I've heard. It really just captures this really chaotic, but it sometimes goes into that like more the emo side of
Yeah.
screamo, and you know the drums sound amazing, riffing constantly great, just the total chaos, catharsis, and it's maybe one of my most listened to albums of the year, probably.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's a really easily to re-listen. It's only like
Mm-hmm.
17. It's only like 20
Oh,
minutes
okay.
ish.
Yeah, I should I
So
should
it's
I should
like
definitely check this
like
out. I haven't
like you
heard it.
say like you say with Knock Loose, this just
Yeah.
very 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 much packs a punch. And yeah, one of the best
Hell yeah.
screamo releases of modern times. One of the best like emo violence revival.
Hell yeah. I will definitely have
Super
to check this
super
out. Thank
happy
you
with
for the
this.
recommendation.
You're welcome.
Um. Yeah. I feel like most of the albums on my list are albums we've already discussed. Um. The next one
Like five of
is
mine are.
yeah. The next one is I Lay Down My Life for You
Uh,
by Peggy.
well, do you have a lot to say about that one?
Uh. I mean, not that we've already discussed. Not really.
Yeah.
Um.
Yep.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
think this is like incredible. I love the new sound. It may not be my favorite Peggy to date, but it is that like I'm just here for more Peggy, you know. Um,
Yeah. He has not gotten to the point yet where I'm tired of him. He's just been
no, not at
rocking
all.
it.
I know a lot of
He's
people
just
were
keeping.
like, I know a lot of people who were like, who are like fans of his that are, have not
I
at
do
all
think
warmed up to
like
this.
some
Like, the
people have
Brooke
been
gave this
like,
like 1 star.
yeah, I think she does.
Yeah,
But yeah,
with
she's been
like
upping
yeah
him. Then I get some of the critiques at him nowadays because he's like young around with Kanye, even though like his
yeah
entire old music is basically just him going fuck the right. So it is a little hypocritical, but like the music is good, So
yeah, and like
I
also he
mean,
does kind of touch
I can
on like
criticize him. I can
yeah
criticize him, and I do agree with some of it. But like, it's not. There's nothing here where I go like. There's nothing there where I go. Okay, this is like fundamentally fucking horrible.
no,
No,
not
it's
at
not
all.
a. He didn't do a Roman Polanski or a
No,
Mark
no,
Kozlek or a Vart
hell
Vikernes. He's
no.
just like
Yeah,
he's just a ideologically inconsistent fucker,
yeah,
which is
exactly.
whatever in my mind. You know. I
Yeah, I
guess my
think.
#7, my number.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying hashtag because that's just how.
Hashtag.
Should I just say my number 7?
It is
Because it's how
is it
I
is it
lay
Peggy?
down my life for you
Hell
by
yeah, let's
Fleetwood Mac.
go.
Yeah. Okay, you can just say 7 because I mean, yeah. What do I
Yeah,
say? Are you gonna discuss
hashtag
it the
7.
third time?
Okay. My hashtag 7
You,
is
you say it now too.
is yeah, I believe our second uh, common thread, I guess. It is Sky 100 by Paranol.
Yeah.
Initially, I had this
Seems,
higher. This was like my album of the year at one point. Um,
but it came
but
out
yeah,
pretty early in the year too, so
yeah, it did. It
it
was
kind of had
like
that going for it.
April, I think, early summer maybe. Yeah. Um, yeah, this album just like yeah, it feels nostalgic, and I also love
Indeed,
how emo it is. Um,
real emo only consists of. No,
yeah,
but
and like
yeah. This all felt the most explicitly emo influence to me. Yeah.
Yeah, out of all of his work, yeah, for sure. And yeah, it definitely sounds the most like his live album, which to me is by far and away his best work. As someone who loves all of his work, the live album is like probably my top 10 albums of all time. It was my album of the year of 2023 quite easily. And this may not be on that same level, but there are definitely hints of it here. It definitely sounds a lot. It definitely sounds a lot more visceral and like um, uh, powerful than all of his other studio albums, which I like. Um, the songwriting is just beautiful as always. It has this like warm feeling. Like the cover is exactly how the album sounds to me.
Yeah,
Um,
it definitely is.
it's just like playful and nostalgic and like fuzzy and warm. I love it. I want to
Yep.
inject this album into my veins. Uh,
Inject it into my veins.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
so good. That's
Very
my
much
number
one of the
7.
better shoegaze albums of recent memory. Okay,
Absolutely. What's your number
so
6?
number 6 is why am I struggling over? It's pretty simple. Antichrist Siege Machine, Vengeance of Eternal Fire.
Ooh, okay. Another
This
one I
album
have not
is
heard.
fucking crazy. This is about 25 minutes of just the most brutal hitting war metal out there, which is,
Hell yeah.
war metal already just like hits hard. But this one has kind of the advantage of like being feeling a little more grindy, a little more
Mm-hmm.
punky, and on top of that also having like the kind of production where it does hit the, raw, muddy tone that you'd want from the genre, while still like, you know, having audible riffs. It's not a Fallen Angel of Doom by Blasphemy. I mean, I love that album, but like, but it might even be better than this one. It feels great to be able to hear those riffs
This
and just
album art goes
kind
crazy.
of take them in. This album art goes crazy. I have it on a shirt.
Oh, hell
I,
yeah.
I have a
That's
T-shirt
awesome.
of it because I saw him live,
Oh,
and
fuck
this
yeah.
fucking band just tears through your ears, man. They were a lot. This is a two-piece band. They had just like a
Oh, wow.
guitarist and they were both doing vocals and the drums. It felt like my ears were gonna shatter. They were loud. Ooh,
Yeah,
and I
this
got
sounds
the
awesome.
got the
I'll
vinyl of
definitely
it
have
too.
to
It's
check this
so
out.
awesome. It's like one of the best war metal albums ever. I think top 3 alongside Fallen Angel of Doom and Horror of Bethlehem by Archcode.
Hell yeah.
Super good stuff. I urge everyone to check it out, and it was my favorite album for the year for a while. But yeah, just if you like war metal, check it out. If you don't like war metal, it's probably one of the most accessible. It's almost the
Cool.
most accessible albums in the
Uh-huh.
genre. So check it out.
Hell yeah. My number 6 is another one we've discussed multiple times. It is K Dot with GNX.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
good as
just like
album.
Kendrick, man. Like, what else is there
Yeah,
to
no,
say?
yeah, of course you're gonna edit. I can remember like another funny moment on it. Oh, we still haven't gotten the fucking song from the teaser. Like, what the fuck's
Oh
up with
yeah,
that?
yeah. I mean, is he dropping in 2025? Probably.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Because
I guess
like,
what we could say, I kind of want to say, how would you factor in? Do you think there's like the beef music was better than what's on the album, or
I will get to
how do you feel
that
about
in
that?
my top songs list.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like there are songs on this. I feel like Reincarnated is probably one of his best tracks to date, uh, in terms of like concept and songwriting. I feel like it is definitely a top 20 Kendrick song of all time,
Yeah.
which is saying something because the dude has a lot of bangers in his catalog. Um, but yeah, that one cut really deep for me. The Heart Part 6 would work as like a great send off to that series. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, fantastic record.
It's GNX
But
by
yeah,
Kendrick
I
Lamar.
definitely, yeah, but yeah, I personally I feel like he might drop next year because like how do you even like there's no other way to keep the streak going. You know what I mean? I feel like he has to
Yeah.
at this point with like the Super Bowl show as well. Um,
Oh yeah, the Super Bowl. Yeah, he's gonna be playing
yeah,
the fucking Super Bowl.
yeah.
The
So I feel like
fucking
probably after that, I don't think he's gonna drop before the Super Bowl, but I feel like we might
yeah,
see
no.
like a autumn 2025 release of like his next big concept album because again most of these songs were recorded like after the beef or like during the beef I guess. So I feel like
Yeah,
he must have like
it really
started.
just puts it. I think
Yeah.
that's so funny to me. Because like he just like made 10, 40 minutes of material on like
Yeah, exactly.
just like a couple months, but he
Yeah.
had to take a 5 year break between them and Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
Jazz was just taking one big vacation.
But yeah, so I feel like, and like the teaser as well, like, I feel like that is a hint towards the next, like,
The
big
teaser
conceptual
song is
release.
so fucking banger.
Yeah, that was better than anything on GNX, honestly.
I like
I
how it's
was
not
like, where the
even
fuck
like
is
the
that song?
first time. It's not
Yeah.
even the first time people have theorized it. There's like a double Kendrick album.
Oh,
It's happened
yeah,
with them
right.
too,
Yeah.
like Nation and shit.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah,
But yeah. Yeah, what's your number five? We're cracking into the
yeah.
top five here.
You can pretty easily see it if you're like on Discord. You can just see the color.
Brad Summer,
With
baby.
Brad by Charlie XCX. Yeah, I feel like I don't have a lot to say. I think all the tracks are just fun, and I just keep coming
Yeah.
back to it because it's just, ooh, you know, it's a fucking party. You know, Brad is very Brad. That's all I can say.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to add a lot.
My number five
Yeah.
is another one we've previously discussed. But for the first time in this episode, it's Imaginal Disc by Magbay.
Ooh.
Yeah, it cracked my top five. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, this is just some of the most fun and inventive songwriting I've seen probably this entire decade. It is, in my opinion, better than Mercurial World. Um,
Yeah, it
it
is.
is,
I
yeah,
agree.
it is just like so fun, so like full of emotion. It's just like, it is like this album just in and of itself showcases like why I like love music and like why I'm here discussing music at all. This is like,
Also, I feel like I should add that I feel like we didn't really mention how much the album feels like it improves upon what uh Mercurial World did.
yeah,
Really
yeah, for
does feel
sure.
like the next logical step.
Yeah, truly. But also, how the fuck are they gonna top this? Like, how the fuck do you make another Imaginal
They
disc? Like,
don't.
yeah, that's the thing, right? But yeah, I am
Yeah.
so honored to have been alive uh, at the same time as this album dropped. Fucking amazing stuff.
Yep.
What's your number four?
Yeah. Well, this one we have discussed already.
Mm-hmm.
The third one we've already discussed. No title as
Hell
of
yeah.
February. Yeah. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
repeat the
that's
title.
actually.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
At number 4. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've already talked about it. We've already talked about it. Most of that was just about how hard to talk about it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It almost talks about itself. It doesn't really speak for itself, but it just kind of puts up like the word. How do you say that? It's very hard. It's a very hard metaphor, but it's just like it doesn't hang. It doesn't speak for itself, but you kind of know what it's saying. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, exactly.
My
Yeah,
point is just like this album is just depressing. Yeah, and I'm
it
glad to
is.
be seeing him live in March. That's one thing.
Yeah,
It was fucking.
I don't have tickets just yet, but I'm probably gonna go see them. Um,
It's
like
fucking
fucking imagine
insane.
hearing Babies in a Thundercloud live. Like that sounds crazy.
Whoa,
Yeah,
just yeah.
I can't
It
miss that.
feels.
Like,
It sounds good in the way that Godspeed usually sounds good, but it feels a
yeah,
little more stripped back,
mm-hmm.
which is for the better, and I think
Yeah,
allows
because I feel
the
like it kind of has to with
ideas.
what they're trying to
Yeah,
accomplish
it
here. You
doesn't
know.
really. No, they're not. That's the thing. They're always trying to go for a more specific event. It's not just the world is burning. It's like fucking Gaza is burning,
Yeah.
but it still kind of turns itself around in that way that it becomes about everything, and it's really impressive. And you know, again, it's monumentally depressing to listen to. No,
Yeah,
there's too much
it is
fucking
to me.
too much evil in the world. Type
Yeah,
shit.
it is to me like the most important and also like strongest uh, statement in music. I think all year
Yep,
is how I want to put it.
and
Yeah,
that's to be expected from them.
yeah, exactly. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, my number four is a mixtape.
Oh, I think
Uh,
I have a guess already.
yeah, you can probably guess what it is. It is fucking Quadid, fucking Quadeca Scrapyard. Like, come on, dude. I know you're not a fan of this one.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
me mid
no, this is
Deka,
peak. This is
mid
peak.
yard, mid yard, mid yard, mid Deka,
To
or
me,
mid.
enough. Okay, this album is like this album is just like if there's anything you can give this album, right? It's that it's so like what's the word I'm looking for? It's so it does so
Boring,
many things. No, no, but like
varied.
it's yeah varied. It's like there's so much variety on here. Like there's there's rapping, there's like folk on here. There's like singer songwriter songs. There's everything on this album, and I feel like it all comes together in this wonderful, neat little package, and is what I think. Like even with like the very impressive concept album, I didn't mean to haunt you. I don't know if you've heard that one, Julian.
I've not. I don't really feel like it.
It is really
I don't
good.
know. Maybe I might check him out again
Yeah,
soon.
there's a Danny Brown feature, and Thor Harris of Swans is on there as well.
Wait, who?
Thor Harris.
Or wait. It's one of the of whom?
Um,
Swans? Did you say
yeah,
swans?
yeah,
Oh, like one of the. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. That's fucking awesome, actually.
yeah, yeah. You
It's
should check it out.
crazy
It's
that you.
a yeah, yeah, and also fucking Kanye Squire is on there as well. The Sunday service.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucking
What's
stacked
oh
feature list.
from the Jesus is King era.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, this album is just fantastic. They're just like Imaginal Disc. This has some of my favorites. Song concepts of the year, and these are all like just like scraps from either his for example, the first song, Dust Cutter, is actually like kind of a sequel in a way. It's like a direct continuation of the concept of that concept album.
I
So
didn't mean to
it's
haunt
a
you.
ghost story. Yeah, exactly. So it's a like a ghost story, and as someone who loves that record, it was cool to see that character again. Um, but also, yeah, I just love the concepts on this. This is one of my favorite albums of the year easily. And
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what he does next because like most of these songs were either from that era of I Didn't Mean to Haunt You or from or songs that didn't fit on his new concept album that he's working on that's gonna be releasing this year, 2025. And yeah, I really can't wait to see what the quote unquote real deal is with that next
Ooh,
project of his. I really can't wait.
yeah.
I think he's one of the most unique sounding and interesting artists uh, of this decade so far. So
I'm
yeah.
very glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. No, seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah, I almost you. Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
mostly
you should
remember
definitely
it
check
being
out
like,
I Didn't Mean to Haunt You. I actually think you
yeah.
would like that one more.
I mostly remember it as being like, sounding a lot like a bunch of like, more party or Blade type songs. Those are the ones I remember
Yeah.
the most. Which I guess segues nicely into number three.
Oh.
Uh, Gold Visions by Blade.
Okay.
Yeah, this was, I mean, insane to me. I mean, this is like, I remember like earlier in the year, um, hearing Overseas by Ken Carson,
Yeah.
and kind of feeling like, um, that track is amazing, and I just kept thinking to myself like what, where is this is just like the new benchmark of Rage, Rage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yeah.
crazy about Rage. Maybe
No, me
what
neither.
that song did has already been done, but it just felt like the new, benchmark of what the genres are doing. Old Visions is now the new benchmark.
Oh
It
yeah.
is, I mean, what this album does is just utilize Rage in a way that what Cloud Rap did before it, create
Mm-hmm.
that, wall of sound, just that you just blanket, you just get blanketed in, fall into, instead of, ethereal synths and drums or whatever. It's just through harsh bass and just 808s, and it really fits the vibe of what he's trying to tell, because
Mm-hmm.
it's all about, the stress of his life and stuff. And it really does sell that vibe, because some tracks just sound fucking evil type, we're partying, 1 second. I mean, that's just one of the best moments of the album in general. He goes from the first couple tracks,
Mm.
flatline and such, and then you just get the very like a voice call with Young Lean, and
Yeah.
then it just goes straight into the rage bass of 1 second. In my bag was it's fucking awesome. That's just what captures the album. It goes from this feeling of like harsh partying and stuff to like shit. This is gonna kill me
Would you
because
say this is your favorite Blade project to date?
no, that's Glue.
Okay, interesting.
Easily Glue. And Ever Since is also better, but it's better than Ice Dancer. I feel like this
You
captures a
think
lot of
so?
what Ice Dancer did, but in a way that
I definitely prefer Ice Dancer, I think, but yeah.
there's a lot of crazy tracks on this album. I love the feature of Black Ray or Sick Boy
Mm-hmm.
Rari on
Yep.
Other Side. I mean, any collab those two do is just awesome. Young Lean is
Yeah.
constantly great on it.
Oh, absolutely.
Sky Boy has a feature. The track with Skrillex is cool. I I like this album. It just,
I'm actually shocked to see this in your top three.
yeah, it's really. I expected to like it, but not this much. It just
Yeah,
it
yeah,
feels like
I
it
definitely
feels like
liked it, but
everything
it
I've
wasn't
wanted out of
really.
Rage.
Mm,
It feels like
oh yeah,
everything I wanted out of Rage. Honestly,
I feel like I should
it's
probably
it's a
re-listen to
genre
this
I
because I
like.
haven't heard it since it dropped.
It's a genre I like in concept, but not something that I like
Mm,
crazy about. This album really captures what I wanted.
oh yeah,
Just the utilization of it as just the next step of what Cloud Rap tried to accomplish, and often accomplished. Blade himself accomplished, and no, now trying to reinvent it, but also in a way that kind of captures more of a party, drugged out. Cloud Rap also did it, but in a
mm,
different way, And yeah, it it's one of the strongest albums thematically, I think.
Oh,
Captures
really?
so much. Yeah, it's if you know like Blade, the Drain lore and shit. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
yeah.
act like I'm an expert, but like there's a lot. I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert or I'm like a
No.
crazy fan of them, you know. But like some of the stuff, in their partying, I think is just, it kind
I
of
will
you can kind
say
of
that,
understand what he's going for with
yeah.
this album.
I will say that I'm
I don't know if you're.
definitely like more into Young Lean than Blade, personally.
Yeah, I think the Young Lean version of this are so good, almost
Yeah.
outrap Blade
Yeah,
several
those are
times.
by far my favorite
But
tracks,
they
yeah.
play off each other really well. I didn't hear
Yeah.
Psychos. They had that like collab album this year. I didn't
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah, that was
Maybe
pretty
it's
good.
good.
Yeah, that was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Um
you
nice.
picked your top three.
My number 3 is Brat by Charlie
Ooh,
XCX. This was initially gonna be my number 2, uh, but yeah, I re-listened to some tracks um, earlier today, and I realized, yeah, I had to, I had, I found my new number 2 pick. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, hi Thomas. Yeah, Brat is my number 3 pick. I mean, we've discussed this already, but this is one of the best album experiences of the year. It is so much fun. It is Charlie's best album. It just like, yeah, it explores so many different interesting ideas and is super introspective while also being super fun.
Yep. I agree totally. Yeah. Guess I'll just
But
okay,
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
getting
Sorry,
late.
sorry.
Damn.
Something. Yeah, yeah. I know.
Yeah, no, I don't blame.
Uh,
I don't blame you. No problem. No problem. It's getting late though. So I'm
it
gonna
is.
rush. I'm gonna rush a little, or well, not that much. But we've already discussed the two last albums I have coming up.
Yeah.
So,
So what's your number
well,
2?
number two, "Cutting the Throat of God" by Ulcerate.
Hell yeah,
It wasn't, yeah, pretty obvious why I list this one. It's
yeah,
awesome. Fucking great riffs, just great atmosphere, great drumming, great vocals. Everything in here is awesome. I love this band. I'm so sad I didn't get to see them live. I didn't heard the album yet, actually, so I kind of didn't want to go because I didn't know what I was getting into.
mm.
But now I kind of regret it. But I'll catch them live someday. Yeah,
Yeah. I would
it's
definitely.
amazing.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
so
definitely like to see them
excited to
live as
check
well.
out Everything is Fire, which is apparently even better than this.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't either. This was my first deep dive into
Yeah,
into Ulcerates, and it was fucking great. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, my number 2 is No Title. Yeah,
Ooh,
that's my
yeah.
number 2.
I was kind of
Uh,
expecting that something like that.
yeah, yeah.
Wow,
It's
late.
just, yeah. I don't like.
I
Yeah,
know.
again, yeah. We
Yeah,
don't have a lot
yeah,
to
yeah,
say
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
It's
It
just,
really,
yeah,
it's that image of the donkey on like or the horse on the beach just going, man,
yeah. Exactly.
man, yeah, man,
Yeah. Again, this is just like
yeah,
the most important album. It is the one that like
powerful shit.
uh, it is probably the one that like just like hits me the hardest out of everything I listened to this year. Um, it's just like such a like, yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stop myself.
yeah. We're done with it. We're done with it.
Yeah.
No title. I think I know what your favorite is. Wow, I was not expecting that one.
Really? You're not
But
expecting that to be number
yeah,
one?
well, I guess no. Well, I guess I'll get to my number one then, and
Mm-hmm.
I think you can already see it coming from the way I
Um.
talked about it and my rating of
Oh,
it.
yeah. It's
Number one,
Diamond Jubilee.
Cindy Lee, Diamond
Yeah.
Jubilee,
Interesting.
blew me away. Just left
That's
me,
your album of the
no,
year. Hell yeah.
yeah. I just, yeah. So much stuff here, so much talk about, so interesting. I think Patrick Flegel should be eternally thanked for making something like this.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
the
again,
amount of
I should definitely listen to this again. I'll definitely do that
it is the
this
kind
next
of album
week.
that just feels like it just becomes a
Mm.
part of it will just become like a part of my life.
Mm.
It's like listening to it over and over. I cannot imagine how hard some of this would hit if you're like not feeling good, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, for
cannot
sure.
imagine hearing like government checks and you're just like in a bad
Oh
mood.
man.
Fuck. It hits so hard. Yeah. So much stuff here. The lyrics. I mean, I still want to get the hold of the lyrics even more so. And yeah. I mean, I don't think um, Flago's gonna do much more music after this.
Mm.
Because I'm pretty sure he's like very, they're very shy, and at least that's the description I've often read of them. They don't really like. So Cindy Lee was never very popular. At least I didn't hear about them before this album. So when this one became popular, he apparently fired the whole band. Oh god, they fired the whole band,
Yeah.
and Misgendering Arc is crazy. They fired the whole band and they're just done. They canceled the tour. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's a great send off. It's 30. It's not 2 hours of eyesore. It's 2 hours of fucking eyesore. Fucking I can say.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Thank you for Flagle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flagle also just like a
it's
funny
not
name.
a hot butter takes without some misgendering, you know.
Yeah.
No, you're cool. It's fine. But yeah, my number one. I was actually not
Wow.
expecting this either. In fact, I was not even expecting this artist to drop this year at all. But it kind of just happened and went, and um, since then it has just grown on me so much. Um, it is. I mean, I said this about Godspeed You as well, but like that's for a very different reason. But like aside from that, this is the one like speaks to me the most personally. Um, it is Chromacopia by Tyler, the creator.
Oh.
Um, yeah, yeah, this was not at all on my like bingo card for Tyler to drop what I conceive as album of the year. But here we are. Yeah, where the fuck do you even begin? Uh, yeah, it's
I think
just
this should
like
begin when I recently went to the supermarket and I just walked out and I heard some woman like play Sticky loud as fuck from her
oh my
car.
god. Okay, so first off, sticky, dude, the sticky hate is so forced. Honestly,
It's kind
sticky
of
is
banger.
fucking
It's kind of
amazing.
banging. I can't lie. It's kind of banging.
It's so good. But yeah, this to me is like take everything, like take all like. So look, yes, Igor is his best work. Like obviously, come on.
I agree. I
Like,
agree. I
but
agree.
yeah, but this album to me feels like all of his eras combined into one. This feels like the most Tyler album out of everything, out of anything he's ever done. This takes some aspects from Goblin, but the stuff that is actually aged well. Um, it has what I think is his best rapping ever on Call Me If You Get Lost is carried over here. It has the amazing production and that quality from Igor, and it has the very personal stuff of Flower Boy carried over as well. And to me, feels like such a complete album experience that delves into Tyler's character, um, but also made me like not question per se, but like made me, you know, made me look myself in the mirror and just like reflecting upon everything I've been through so far in life. And it to me it feels like the most introspective album of the year. Um, but it's also so much fun as well. I knew this was like one of your complaints at first was that like, oh, it feels kind of like all over the place with these like deep cuts, and then you
Yeah,
have something
I
like
don't feel. I feel
sticky or
like they could have been. I feel like it could have been better implemented. The more
yeah.
fun tracks, because he
To
has
me, this
done that
feels like
before.
yeah. To me, this feels like Tyler just like gaining confidence and like really becoming true to himself, and also just like having fun with it, appreciating life for what it is, uh, and being himself, like truly for the first time ever without hesitation. And to me, it feels like a celebration of identity and just like life in general, and that's why it means so much to me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and yeah. That's about what I have to say about this
Yeah.
album. It just means a lot to me, and yeah, it
Yeah.
is my album of the year.
I get it. Okay. Ooh. Final stretch. I
Okay,
think we'll just
yeah,
say our top 10 songs. I don't really want to go in depth, to be honest. It's kind of getting
yeah,
late.
yeah. We can
Like,
kind of just like yeah,
let's just get it over with. Well, not that bad, but you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah. So
We,
what's
we,
your
we,
number
we-
10 song?
okay. It's kind of hard to really choose, honestly. I really
Mm-hmm.
struggled this year. Um, I guess I'll do a quick my one honorable mention.
Yeah.
I guess this year, Meet the Grams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my honorable mention.
Cool.
I feel like it's mostly because well, it is a great song. I also feel like the circumstance under which it was released almost made me like it more than the actual track.
Mm-hmm.
The actual song is good, but like the main thing that makes me like it is just the fact that he dropped it like 30 minutes after the first
Yeah, it
fucking
was
diss track.
insane.
And just waking up to
Yeah,
all that shit. That was fucking amazing. Yeah. I mean,
that was
that was during a pretty uneventful vacation for me, so it became like I
mm,
wasn't actually interested in it, but I became interested because of what he was doing.
yeah. Yeah, that's an amazing track. So what's your actual
Yeah.
pick?
Okay, actual 10 will start off to flow through Ashen Hearts.
Hell
That's
yeah.
right. I think it's
Banger.
my favorite on the album.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's yeah, great. Oh,
It is
I
great.
should also add honorable mentions, two tracks
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that didn't
Mm.
make the cut. Um, I'll keep it quick. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter, Good Luck
Hell
Babe,
yeah.
Chaperone.
Yeah.
That's a real quick one I wanted to add. Okay, are you doing your 10 or you
Yeah.
just
I have two honorable mentions that I want to put out there. The first one is "Good Luck, Babe" by Chapel Roan. Uh,
also?
yeah. The other one is "The Nile Is a River" by Doechii. That's just such a fun
Mm,
track. Uh, yeah, and I really can't wait for her next project. My number 10 is "The Magician" by Jordy Grip.
mm,
That is my favorite on the album. It feels the most. It has the most emotion. It kind of ties the whole concept together in a really beautiful way. It is not the last song on the album, but it definitely feels like the climax of everything that
yeah,
it has been like leading up to at that point.
yeah.
Just fantastic storytelling and amazing sounding. That's my number 10. What's your number 9?
Right, my number 9. I kind of struggled choosing this one, but I went with Alone from The
Hell
Cure.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite, I think, of that album.
Yeah, I don't want to add a lot. It's a fun track.
Mm-hmm.
I like his vocals are amazing. It opens the album super great, and it really solidifies what the album is. Yeah, all I gotta
My
say.
number, yeah, my number 9 is what is my favorite track off of Imaginal Disc. and it is "Cry for Me," one of the big singles. It is just fantastic. The ABBA influence is very much there, and I'm all here for it. So good. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I'll just go into my Imaginal Disc favorite.
Oh,
Death
okay.
and Romance. Death and Romance.
Hell yeah, yeah,
I'd
yeah.
like.
That was the runner-up for me.
The funny thing is, I had another track originally written down
Hmm.
here, which was "Hot One" by Denzel Curry.
Ooh,
Except
okay.
I kind of remembered. Oh shit! I don't have Imaginal Disc. I don't have Death and Romance on here, so I actually thought, oh yeah, it's worse than To Flow for Ash and Arts and Alone, so I removed it. But yeah, that's my opinion on that track.
Yeah, my number
It's
8
yeah.
is my Charlie pick, and it is "Girl So Confusing," the Lord version. Um,
I have actually not heard the Lord's version.
Wait, really?
I've only I've only
Ooh,
heard two of the remixes.
which
The
ones?
the Guess one with
With
Billy,
the Billie Eilish? Yeah.
uh, and the Rewind one with Blade. Oh, I've heard the
Oh, yeah.
360 with Young Lean one too.
And the Robin, yeah, yeah, that one's pretty
Yeah,
good, yeah. But yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it just felt like an event because like people were theorizing uh, who she really was like singing about on that track, and everyone was like, it has to be Lord, right? Um, and then yeah, that like it just like casually dropped, and the internet were freaking out for a good reason. The song is amazing. It adds so much. Like it feels very meta in a way that I can't really explain. You'll just have to listen to it for yourself. But yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
it
maybe
builds
I
upon the
should.
original track. It feels, yeah, it feels, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to spoil too much about the
I get
track.
your point. I get your point.
Yeah.
We don't want to go
Uh,
into in depth. Yeah, number eight or number
Number 7, I
no
think.
number seven. Yeah, number seven. TLDR by I guess Drain Gang. Just
Okay. Cool.
it was fucking awesome. Yeah, I love this track. It's love the vocals they do here. Uh, I love when Taibo just goes, "They don't know, they don't." Fucking, I like this track. I love it. It's awesome. I like listening to it. Yeah, keeping it simple.
Yeah. My number 7 is Dust Cutter off of Scrapyard.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, I wanted to put Texas Blue as well with the Kevin Abstract feature, the last track, but I ended up going with this one because it was actually my second most listened to track of last year for Spotify Wrapped. It was my it was in my top 3 most listened to songs. But yeah, it feels like I loved that it like continued the story of I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, and I just love like the drone in that track. It feels so like heavy and like um, like in your face, and I love that about it. And it is probably his most well written track to date. Um, it was very emo, very um, very like cold in a way, but also heartfelt. Yeah, it's so good. What's your number
yeah.
6?
Yeah, number six. 365
Oh hell yeah!
Journey.
So that's your Charlie pick. Hell yeah.
It's hard. I had 360 Von Dutch Talk to some point, but I decided to go with this one because I think
No back to
it's
back. No back to back mention.
back to back. No, no, no. I like that
Oh
track
really?
too, though.
Yeah.
That's number five.
Uh,
But yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
My number 6 is "Take Your Mask Off" by Tyler.
That's your
Um,
favorite song on the album one.
yes.
Ooh,
But there are certain tracks. Yeah, there are 5 tracks that like hit me harder in general. But yeah, that album is still like like the album for me. But yeah, that's my favorite track. Um, because it delves into yeah, it feels like Tyler just like deconstructing, um, you know, his own as well as our image of him, uh, in just like a really like powerful and like almost self-deprecating way, in a way. Um, yeah, and he also like, so the first half is like consists of like these three like fictional characters, um, but like all of them kind of fit into uh, like his own image of himself in a way. You know what I mean? Like the priest that is like
Yeah,
a closeted homosexual, for example. The mom uh, who's like depressed and you know wants, is dreaming of another life, or um, the thug who's really not a thug, but you know. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, super powerful track, the best of a Chromacopia in my opinion.
yeah. Yeah, my number five, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, number five. Well,
Yeah.
that was the Diamond Jubilee song I wanted to put on.
Okay.
So I was kind of struggling to choose. I want either Government Checks, the title track, Dreams of You, were all contenders.
Mm.
Kingdom Come too. I honestly decided to go with, I guess, a deep cut on the album, and
Mm-hmm.
one that found myself kind of getting very entranced by, just very captivated, and that was Dallas.
Okay. Cool.
It's very country influenced, but
Mm.
there's something so beautiful about the lyrics on that song. Like, I think it's easily my favorite lyrics on the whole thing, which is saying a lot
Yeah.
because the album is filled with just impeccable, lyricism.
Mm.
Let me see if I can
Absolutely.
pull it up here. Kind of hard finding like one specific track titled
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, of course. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. No. Yeah, it's just one verse and then they just say Dallas a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But so it is one of the most powerful verses of the year. No, I love it. Amazing song. Again, it could change, but this album
Yeah.
is so
It's so dense. Yeah.
so special. Yep. Yeah. All
Uh.
right. You're
Yeah.
five.
My number five is either On or Off the Drugs. It
Yeah.
is my favorite from the new Peggy album. Um, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's so different from like anything else on that album, but I love it for that reason. It's would you say it's his most like heartfelt song to date?
I kind of struggle saying that, but I don't know. The vibe I always get of it is a wedding song. That's the weird, like,
A
it's the
wedding
kind of
song?
song. It's I don't know how to explain, but if you were to remove the fact that
Mm,
like spends the next like half
mm,
of the song just like
yeah,
insulting haters as usual,
yeah,
it's there's a weird like there's like a weirdly romantic feeling. Like just listen to it and just picture someone like
mm,
dancing at their wedding or some shit. It weirdly
yeah.
fits. It's just the imagery it reminds me of for some reason.
I can kind of see that, but he also talks about how he hopes that his like future children won't like grow up to be like him and stuff.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I think it's very close alongside uh Hazard Duty Pay because what I
Yeah,
like about that song is like it has the typical lyricism of like I'm great,
yeah,
but that beat makes it feel so much more earnest.
yeah, absolutely.
And this
Yeah,
one kind of does the same. He has the similar themes,
yeah,
but the beat kind of just elevates it into like one of his
absolutely.
best works.
Yeah, I think it's
I
one of his
think,
best
yeah,
songs, actually. Yeah.
yep. totally agree.
What's
It
your number
was
four?
even the first time I heard it, it was just
Mm.
obviously the standout on the album.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Um, my number four. Um, Babies in a Thundercloud. Favorite track on the new Godspeed. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like we've talked enough Godspeed already. But yeah,
yeah,
very depressing song, very beautiful in their usual way. Love the textures, love the way it builds up, love the sound of the guitar here. It's awesome. Yeah.
yeah. My number
Yep.
four is "Evoke Me" by Paranol.
Ooh.
A 14
Yeah, I
minute
can see that.
song. Um,
Yep, it's a long. Actually, just
man.
as long as Babies in the Thundercloud, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're about the same length. Yeah. It is just probably the most heavy song that's not on the live album. Um, but it's also like some of the most beautiful um, like song making I've seen from him. I actually read like the um, English translated lyrics like just recently, and yeah, they're so good. Um, yeah, just fucking beautiful song. The chorus is one of my favorites of the year. Um, amazing song. I can't wait to see what he does next. Yeah,
Yeah, it's amazing. Great. A second favorite of that album, I think. But number three, um, Holy Holy.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, strong lyrical, strong way that it's presented. I love the
Mm.
music video for this, by the way. It's just like
It is so good. Yeah,
silly dancing around the bowling alley. It's awesome.
yeah.
Great, the guitar, amazing chorus. I liked it a lot. I love it. One of the best songs of the year.
It is really good. My number three
Yep.
is Doves by Arm& Hammer.
Oh yeah.
Have you have
Shit.
have you have you heard this one?
I haven't. Yeah, I have actually. It's very unique. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, I think Billy
Uh,
Woods gives off like a career best performance here on this song. Um, yeah, it is
yeah, it actually
insane.
urged me to listen to this one.
Yeah, you should.
You
You
like
should.
you told me to listen to it, so I listened to it, and I really
Yeah.
liked it. I loved how experimental it was.
Yeah, and also one of the best music videos of the year. It is beautifully shot.
I have
Um,
not seen the music video.
yeah, I should. Yeah, you should definitely watch the music video for it. It's really good.
I thought it was like just a still picture of a dove, honestly.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah. I mean
not?
that's like no, not really. No, there's a lot
Is
of
it just
beautiful
like a
shots in that video. But yeah, there's a lot of
okay? Then I
like
refresh.
long. There's a lot of like long running shots and whatever. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's probably why.
Um, yeah, probably
Yeah.
the most beautiful sounding song of the year, honestly.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I get it.
yeah. What's your number three
Yeah.
or two?
Number two. Well, we just discussed a couple songs earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Either on or off the drugs.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Awesome. Just I loved it. I liked
Yeah.
it. Don't have much to add because it's already been discussed.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, my number two. So for me, 2024 was the year of Kendrick, as we all know. Um, he put out one of the best albums of the year, in my opinion, and also um, came out victorious of probably the biggest beef of the century so far in music. And you know, I had at least 5 Kendrick songs that could have um, been in this list. I could have gone with the obvious one, Not Like Us, which is like so catchy and so humiliating and just amazing. Um,
Not like
and
us
I feel,
extreme gaming full remix.
yeah, yeah, and I feel like the fact that he played that like 6 times in a row, and
That
I
was
actually
awesome.
watched that performance. Yeah, we watched it together live. which was
Yeah, watching
amazing.
sunrise after it was done. Shit was
Yeah, it was
crazy.
incredible. So yeah, I could have
It's
gone with
awesome.
Not Like Us. Euphoria, I feel like has only gotten better with time.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
like the one thing that I find better about that track is that
mm,
it's more rooted in dissing, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know. No, I'd say it's more basic. So like, even though they both like kind of threw allegations at each other, like
Mm,
the whole like secret child thing. You know, I think it's kind of lame that he just kind of said that, then
mm-hmm.
doesn't really have like a backup for it. This one is just like he's just like calling him, insulting him and shit. So it
Yeah.
feels like easier to.
Yeah, it definitely feels the most like this tracky out of all of them.
Yeah.
I also could have gone with Reincarnated, um, which is to me the best off of GNX. It has one of the like best and most fleshed out concepts out
Oh
of
wow,
any
you're
Kendrick
going
song.
there.
But yeah, no, I'm going with Meet the Grams. Yeah, fuck it, that's my number two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just like to me um, the moment this came out was just like probably like the best moment I've had with music all year because it dropped 30
It's
minutes
just
after Family
30
Matters.
minutes after, and it's just
Yeah,
and it's
and
just
it's just,
like you're
oh
short. You should just fucking die, bro. You should just
yeah,
straight
yeah,
up die.
exactly. Yeah, and like the fucking opening line, "Dear
Literally,
Adonis, I wish your grandpa would have wore a condom." Like that shit is just crazy. Like,
evil shit, man.
oh man, yeah,
Bro was
no,
bro
like, yeah, and like fucking The
just
Alchemist, like,
the beat is
fucking,
haunting.
yeah, the beat is fucking, yeah, it is like just haunting. It sounds like a horror movie, and isn't the song like 6 minutes long? It definitely doesn't feel like 6 minutes.
It is 6 minutes, yeah. But
Yeah, and he
indeed, it
just
feels like way
like
shorter.
every single line is so like well orchestrated and like well done, and like it just like
The
gets more and more brutal as it goes on. Uh,
it
yeah, and like to me, yes, it's very much obviously like a personal letter to um, Aubrey, but it also feels like
yeah,
it sounds like he's attacking at the same time the entire music industry and like
yeah,
the toxicity um, of it, and I feel like he does so in like the most like like the
yeah. I think
most oh mm,
my favorite line of it all is like the final two.
yeah,
No, that's just like the hardest part there.
yeah, absolutely.
Like you can just insult him the whole time and then just go, yeah, you need to just figure your shit out, man.
Yeah, and I also feel like the secret child thing, like, yeah, like we don't have any evidence or anything,
Yeah,
but I feel like,
that's
but I feel like it still hits hard,
yeah.
and when
I
he's
feel like
like,
that's one of the big things. The fact that you did it is
yeah,
actually not even like out of the question that it's possible. It's just like fucked up.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
'Cause
And
he's done it before.
and then like in the last verse, he was like, um,
Obviously, Pusha did it before.
yeah, yeah, I
Like
mean, yeah,
actually right too. That was like the so that's just like why it's so
yeah.
fucked
I would
up.
still argue that the story of Adidon is probably like the best diss track like ever, arguably. That shit is insane. But yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
Metagrams I think has
Drake
aged
not catching a
wonderfully.
break.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my number two. What's your song of the year?
Not pick. King Nothing by Blade.
Okay,
This is
cool.
for some reason to me just the most hard-hitting song of the year. Not
Mm-hmm.
only in just how the production sounds, but in the way that it just keeps throwing sound effects at you. Oh, you think it's funny, do you? And then just I don't all the ad libs and it's so bizarre. But and then when the chorus starts hitting and that
Yeah.
for the synths come in, it's so hard. but it also just feels so indicative of what that album tries to say. Is like, deteriorating, under all of the fame, and it's chef's kiss to that track. I love it. It's so good. I just keep listening to it. It's addicting. It's insane.
It is good. It is good. um,
It's really jump scare. Yeah, I guess I can guess your favorite track of the year,
yeah.
which is, yeah,
What is it?
Babies in a Thundercloud, isn't it?
It is my song of the year, indeed. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, there's
Ooh.
like for me, there's always gonna be that one song, like every year, that just hits different. That just like hits you, like punches you right in the gut, and just
Mm.
like feels like the statement of the year, in a way. In 2023, it was Graveyard Song by Jeff Rosenstock for me, because that felt so like indicative of that, like that moment, and like felt so like important. And to me, Babies in a Thundercloud is that song of 2024. Um,
Yeah.
as you said, when you discussed it, yes, it is very depressing. But to me, at least to me, I'm like maybe I'm reading into this like wrong or something, but like that final climax at like the 9 minute mark, for like yeah, like that entire duration, for that like final climax feels, to me, in a way, like hopeful of the future.
Yeah, I mean, Godspeed will always have like some form of hope in their
Yeah,
shit, which is what makes them so good.
yeah, exactly. Um, so yeah, I don't know
It
if
is their most
there's
depressing, but
yeah. So yeah, I don't know if there's much else I can say about that track, but that just
yeah,
like every single
it's
time,
fucking
it just makes me wanna like cry, and like, but it also
awesome.
makes me in a way wanna become like a better person. I know that might sound like cheesy as fuck, but it just like makes me wanna like
Yeah,
go and like change
they
the
just
world.
keep doing it. They
Yeah,
just keep doing it, man.
yeah, and I definitely have to see them live, because yeah, I have to see this song live. I have to see this
Yeah,
being played in the live setting. Like, I can't even imagine.
man, they play like half asleep too, For
Yeah,
Static,
yeah,
I don't
right,
remember
yeah.
what it was.
I
It's
think Static,
insane.
yeah. Yeah, holy shit, man.
Fucking
I can't wait for
ascending.
March to come
They
already,
play
dude.
like
Like,
half of. They play like half of. Fuck, what track was it again? It's
Static.
half of like. No, they may play that too. The problem is if you've ever seen like an art from. If you've ever
Mm-hmm.
seen a set list paper
Mm.
from them, they basically just write down in simple words the movements that they're playing because they don't play whole song.
Oh.
They don't play most of the whole
Yeah.
songs. They write down like World Police or the Sad
Oh, yeah.
Mafioso
Yeah,
because that's the final track because that's one of the parts in um I think it's East Hastings if I'm correct.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sad Mafioso is the middle part of.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I
Fuck
mean.
yeah.
They basically do shit
Mm.
like that. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. Yeah,
But yeah,
that's it.
yeah. That's it.
That's
That was a long fucking
2024
episode.
recap in
Ooh.
how long is this? We
Three
started at
hours and 33 minutes.
damn.
Yeah. But yeah,
Watch it
that
back.
was a lot of fun. I had a
Yeah.
lot of fun recording this.
Oh,
Thank you
wow. Yeah, I
for
want to keep
co-hosting, man.
the intro short and sweet, cause Honestly, I want to go to sleep too. You know, it's
Yeah.
2 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I have work tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we thanks for hearing us out. You know,
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for listening.
no, we'll be back in 2 weeks,
Yeah, what
and
artists are we gonna be covering?
I'll say it. We still have them Sade. We
Oh
still have
yeah,
them laying
Sade.
around. Yeah. Of course, the
True.
2024 special thing kind of got in the way. So Sade, some things that come out, and Rites of Spring, self-titled.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I still haven't heard that. I'm very excited to dig
Yeah.
into
Well,
it.
you got 2 weeks now. We got two
Yeah.
weeks. Yep. Thanks everyone, and good night
Good night. See you all in two
or good
weeks.
day. Depends on
Bye.
when you're listening to this. Goodbye.